What do you think? Over under on that?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight. We are here, round 2, night 2, whichever you want to call it, Daytona International Speedway. And folks, well, if you were here last night, you saw a thriller. Matthew Wassenbach on the last laps pulled it off, man, on the outside and won the opener here at Daytona for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. But tonight, we got the best of the best, the Cup Series. These guys are back at it again. And I'm going to tell you what, the reigning, defending, and current champ here in the Cup Series, Bobby Chaney from SRA, he's back here with his boys at the SRA camp along with Jake Nichols. But I tell you, they got some company this season. Well, Joe White up here in the OSR Network booth, as always, accompanied by Ryan W. Daniels. Ryan, how you doing tonight?
I am doing great, Joe. Very excited to be up here tonight, getting a look through the field here, trying to see what driver's going to be starting near the front. And we got some different names already here, Joe, as far as the front row goes right now in qualifying.
Yes, we do. Tyler Langland, I hope I pronounced that right. Is that right?
Laughlin, I think, maybe.
Laughlin? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time because I know I will mess it up. And then Jimmy Mullis, well, that's another one up there. And Jake Nichols sitting third. And Nick Northrope. Is that right?
Northrup.
Yeah,
Northrup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Northrop, maybe.
Well, that sounds like I got some names to learn.
Yep. Sounds like the start of a new season to us, folks.
Yeah, well, the good thing is, though, Ryan, man, he's better at names than I am. You know, we'll call him the name master. How's that?
Is this much like the ringmaster?
Sure. There you go. Well, you know, you named it because, boy, if we look at this top 10 already, Tyler Laughlin, Jimmy Mullis, Nick Northrup, Blake Reynolds, Colton Davis, Macmillan, I don't even know how to pronounce that first name.
Lachlan Macmillan.
Lachlan McMillis. All folks are new guys in the top 10. So you've got about half of the top 10 right now that are all newcomers, heavy hitters here in the Cup Series. And what we're going to do is we'll eventually, you know, we're going to learn these teams of these guys, get them up here, talk to them. And, wow. Well, yeah. Look at Corey Wharton, SRA lockout again this year. Well, I'll tell you what, we got some SRA guys. David Schutt's up there showing his muscle already. Bobby Chaney's looking to retain. And I tell you, Jake Nichols, he's got company this year. We call him the Superman. I see Alan J. Elwood in that field. Tom Whitmore's there. Let's see.
Ethan Kurtz.
Yeah, Ethan Kurtz. Oh, man, I'm just looking through this field, and I say it always, Ryan, star-studded. You talking about a superstar field here. This is the best of the best, folks, here. This is the Cup Series. You come here, you better bring your A game is all I got to say, because these guys will test it. It's a good showcase to learn on, but I tell you, if you get very frustrated very easily, this is not the place to be, because these guys will show you, they'll kind of humble you in so respect, because they're fast, bad fast.
Yeah, that is for sure. This is quite possibly one of the most stacked fields Extreme Motorsports 99.com's Cup Series has ever seen. And me and Joe are going to get one heck of a chance to call, for that is for sure, Joe, a star-studded field.
Yes, no doubt. I'm kind of pumped up here, as right now it looks like Tyler Laughlin is the man that's going to win the pole here tonight, as I believe they're actually heading off down to do their drivers meeting. One thing we haven't really touched on every time, Ryan, is they get 5 minutes of practice. Obviously, they get out there, they do their 2 or 3 laps or so, depending on the track, and then the rest of the time is a drivers meeting that they have here in TeamSpeak amongst the drivers with the admins and whatnot. And so that's why usually qualifying lasts for about 20 minutes. Gives us enough time to actually sit here, chit-chat, interact with all the viewers, which I do appreciate everybody coming out tonight. That is awesome. Wanted to, name a few. Obviously, we see Timothy's out there, Pioneer's out there. I think I saw Dre Broadcasting out there at one time, old Dave Ivory. And Corey Wharton, Just kind of look back here, man. See, NASCAR Wilson Diecast Cup Series. I'm kind of curious about that name. Do you actually sell Diecast Cup Series cars, or are you a person that races on iRacing? I was asking Ryan to do his awesome investigating reporting. How's that? Sound good?
I guess Brian is of no attempt an investigative reporter. I am at best a two-bit commentator here with the man
No,
himself, Joe
Lord.
White.
No, man. Come on now. You gotta give yourself credit. Well,
Oh,
and we got Robert Moyer out there, man. He's on Facebook side over there. And that's another thing, folks. OSR Network, we're live. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, Twitter. Check us out online at onlinesimracingnetwork.com. And, Robert Moyer, if you don't know, he runs the Racing Freaks. We got an all-star race there this week. Me and John T. Wemmiss will be in the booth. And speaking of John T. Wemmiss, he's out here in this field in an awesome car. And right now, he's qualified
he just tagged us in
29th.
a post on Facebook.
Gotcha. Good deal. Well, right now he's qualified 29th. And the NASCAR Wilson guy said stop motions. Does that mean you sell stop motion?
No, he makes stop-motion videos with diecast cars.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm gonna guess at, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Nancy Whitmore, I'm going to say, just by that last name, is a relation to Tom Whitmore. Maybe. Possibly.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we could put two and two together.
Yes.
From Fort Wayne, nonetheless. That's kind of cool. That is awesome. So that's actually a air base or whatnot, and obviously we can't forget Becky Sifford. Oh, awesome, Becky, long-time fan here, man. She's definitely, I know who she's rooting for because he's back, Mr. Popular, Tyler Sifford.
Yes, and I don't know if you are able. Well, I'll save this for the race because last night we touched on a tribute car that Nick Hunt had. Tyler has a very special one tonight that I did notice in practice.
All right. Let me see if I can't pull it up right fast here and see what you're talking about. If he's, still on the track or...
If you click his name and click on the back lap arrow, it'll pull up his last qualifying lap for you.
Yeah, the only problem is I can't do that, so... I'll get it when he comes out either way. We'll showcase it one way or another.
It will definitely be showcased, folks.
He
just made the list.
He just made our Ryan's list. Yeah.
He made the show-off paint scheme list.
Thank you. Yes. Well, last night was a thriller. Matthew Wazenbach, man, he pulled that thing off in the last closing laps there on a green-white checkered finish. And Ethan Kurtz came up in third. He came up third. Was it second or third?
Ethan Kurtz came home third last night. Who came second? Richie Evans was second, and Matt Walzenbach got his second career win in Xfinity, third overall at Extreme.
Absolutely. Well, you can tell how far my memory goes, so that's getting old, I reckon.
If it makes you feel any better, I was gonna say that Richie came in third and Ethan was second, but I didn't remember it correctly at the last moment.
I know. Oh yeah, ExtremeMotorsports99.com. This is where it started, folks. For myself and Ryan, this is where it's at. ExtremeMotorsports99.com. The Cup Series, like we touched on last night, me and Ryan were the first two here. I started with a vision with Rick Donathan, the owner, and then Ryan came aboard, and our first one was December the 1st, 2016, and it's been a blast ever since. The thing about it is not only now do you get to listen to us one time a week, you get to listen to us twice a week because we're covering that Xfinity and Cup Series.
Yes, we are, and it's very cool to be able to be up here 2 nights a week now consecutively and get to call all the action for the top 2 series for Extreme Motorsports 99. Getting the opportunity to Joe, we get to watch the drivers develop a little bit more now too, watching some of the guys that may run in the Xfinity and run in the Cup Series.
Awesome.
Yes, because that was an insightful response to my statement.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I was reading something. My bad.
Look what I have to deal with, folks. He
What?
passes it off to me. I give him a statement, and I get, "That's awesome."
Hey, a man, a few words sometimes until I'm talking about a race.
Or ham sandwiches.
Hot dogs.
Or cotton candy balls.
Yeah, that's somebody else. Boy, that man's a trip. Hang on just a second.
Man, he was slipping through the field there like a greased hubcap on an ice river. I died when you told me to go watch it. That was fantastic. For anybody that did not see that live stream that Joe did the other night, or the other broadcast, I should say, that Joe and John did for the one of the All-Star races the other night, Kenneth Yance is a very funny guy. We apologize for being quiet there for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I had to step away, and I believe Joe was doing the exact same at the same moment. We didn't realize it. So, yeah, just gearing up here. We got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left before these guys are able to grid. They're finishing up their drivers' meeting, taking a much-needed rest before the race, if you will. And, yeah, we should be up and rolling here in just a few moments.
All right. Sorry about that. I was just listening to the sound. As always, you know me. Now we didn't lose audio. We good. Now I was checking sound, make sure everything's good for everybody. I'm bad. My bad.
Next time we have to give them more of a heads up. That was our fault. That was our bad on that one.
Yeah, Becky out there thinking everything done died on her end. Well, right now, folks, what we're doing is we're basically waiting on them to come out of the drivers' meeting, and once they come out of that drivers' meeting, we're gonna be heading to racing, folks, and I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun, I think. Based on practice, these cars are looking really stable. And, Joey, should mention, the last time we called an ExtremeMotorsports99.com race, these guys were using basically a modified setup to try to run at Homestead. Iracing has since updated, and all of the Cup cars have all of the setups for all of the tracks now.
Okay. Yep, you're right. That is true. All of them have their Cup setups. Obviously, Daytona had theirs, even before, but now it definitely all of them does. So we're good. But you're right. Modified setup. Picking up, I felt like I'd been abandoned. We ain't leaving. Not yet, anyways. Not until this one's done. Or, well, almost everything runs good. We're still here. But, yeah, you're right, Ryan. I mean, they were on a modified setup. And, man, I'll tell you what, folks, if you wanted to see a thriller, it was a 1-point difference between Bobby Chaney and company, Jake Nichols and Bobby Chaney. 9-point difference going into the last race of the season. And, man, what a thriller it was. It was Bobby Chaney, David Chutt, and Jake Nichols fighting it out to the bitter end, and it was a 1-point difference in Bobby Chaney. And on the last lap of the last restart, man, it was crazy, hectic, and awesome. Go back and check that out at Homestead, man. And if it's any indication, hopefully we're going to see another awesome fight here this year. As like we said, folks, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, we've got, if my calculations are right, and sometimes they're not, but we got right now 36 machines sitting out here. That is a bad, fast field right there. Jam-packed.
Yes, it is. If Aaron Richard is able to start, he joined in after qualifying had already begun. I don't know that he is Racing, and Ken Ladd. You will see his name scrolling across the top of the screen as well. He is one of the admins. So
Yes.
by that count, it would be 36 if Aaron Richard takes the field. At the very least, it's going to be 35 Cup machines ready to roll here in just about 2 minutes.
You got it, my man. Well, one thing we do know, man on point, Tyler Laughlin. And we'll see if we can't, after I'm watching when the admins go up into the tower real quick, maybe we'll get a quick talk with him. I'm going to have to be fast because, like I say, we got 36, 37 guys here. So I'm going to have to go through this team speak pretty darn quick to pull guys up. Huge amount of guys there. So, awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit tough to grab some guys tonight because normally we got about 15 or to 20 drivers to go for in some of the other leagues that we do, and tonight obviously we have upwards of 35 as of right now. So finding guys is going to be a challenge when we get under these cautions.
Yeah. So
well, under caution now.
Yeah, true. So kind of work with us on that, folks. But we are definitely going to try it. If you got anybody, man, you want us to showcase some paint jobs here. Obviously, Daytona is one of those tracks where just everything happens. Ryan's going to be trying to help me out with anything that happens towards the middle, back of the pack there. What he might see, I'll see with the action up front. If they get spread out, sure, we'll go on through the field like I always do. But I don't know. I was watching practice earlier there, Ryan. Those guys looked like they were able to keep them cars side by side. So whatever they did here, it's going to be fun.
That is for sure. These cars looking like they got a ton of grip, looking really stable in the draft. You're right. There was a number of instances people were running side by side, and I even saw some pushing in the corners. That was working okay, I guess. The cars were getting a little unstable, as you would imagine they would, but nothing to the extent of what we saw with the Xfinity cars last night, as these Cup cars are a bit more stable.
You're right. The Cup cars actually, well, kind of awkward to say because, man, everybody used to an Iracing go, man, a Cup car, man, it's just terrible. Well, actually, it's a lot better than the Xfinity, man. I see that some of the admins are going up into the booth, and it looks like they're already, how long we got till they go green?
They're gridding.
That's what I thought I just saw them do. Yeah, that's what I saw. I thought I just saw that. Well, here we go, folks. I hope you're ready for a thriller of a race here tonight because these guys are about to do it. They're about to put on one heck of a show for each and every one of you, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait here. Let's go through the grid in order because tonight, pole winner, Tyler Laughlin puts it on pole. Jimmy Mullis right there in second. Jake Nichols, the Superman himself, in third. Nick Northrup, I hope I said that right, sitting fourth.
Sounds good to me.
Good deal. Blake Reynolds in fifth. Colton Davis sixth. David Shutt, the nightmare boy. He's got a nighttime atmosphere and looking to try to do something. Starting seventh. And Lakeland McMillan in eighth. Is that right?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Cool. He sounds good. I appreciate it.
I'm guessing Lakeland, gotta be close.
Sounds good. We'll find out. Tyler Sifford, Mr. Popular himself, right there in ninth. And look at old John Houston rounding out the top 10. So, Ryan, as we go through this field, I'll say it like I always say it, star-studded. Man, I'm going to tell you, and it is jammed, packed with guys out here. Well, any one of these guys can win tonight. That's a plate-style race. But any one of these guys can win on any given week, week in and week out, because boy, I tell you, there's no shortage of talent in this field right here as we go through. So folks, if you got a favorite, pick one. Man, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be crazy. I mean, last night we saw Aaron Richard in the 48 machine. He is also piloting the number 48 machine here tonight. He is going to start in the 35th position. We saw him last night be the highest mover at one point in the race, getting that 48 machine all the way to the lead. Can he do the same thing tonight? Maybe get his first win at Extreme in the Cup Series?
Absolutely. Well, I'm seeing Jake Nichols and them pull off, or they going back to the back?
That is the plan. That's what it looks like anyway. All those Jake Nichols
Bobby
cars are probably
Cheney.
going to hook up.
Yeah, but Bobby Cheney and everybody's going back too. Is that like a orchestrated deal or something here? Or?
I would definitely agree with that
Did
assessment.
you hear anything on the radio about it?
I did not.
I ain't either. So,
However, I will report that earlier when I joined the TeamSpeak, there were a few of the SRA drivers in the Jake Nichols chat. So it is definitely possible this was an orchestrated affair.
Well, they're fighting down there before the race started already. They're down there in the pits, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, OSR Network After Dark. Stay tuned. No. That sounded pretty good. What do you think?
That was special, Joe. That was a special moment.
That was awesome, man.
It was amazing.
Well, something that's going to be amazing is these guys here, 37 of them, rumble. And when I say rumble, it is going to be as soon as all 8 cylinders of these horse-powered monster machines take off of the high banks of Daytona International Speedway for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series opener here, folks. You wanted it, we're going to give it to you. Thunder's about to roll here at the beach of Florida as the pace cars are about to set to sail down pit road here. Folks, get ready, hang on to your hats. Man, I tell you, this is going to be awesome because here we go. Going to bang through all gears here. We're riding with David Shutt. Here we go, start of the season, Daytona style. Heading off into turn 1. These monster machines are flying side by side already.
Yes, they are side by side already, and we see up at the front right now, Tyler Laughlin got a good push off the start. Him and Jimmy Mullis looking like they're going to hook up early on the bottom of the racetrack as Jake Nichols is obviously at the rear of the field. I'm sorry, it hasn't updated because it didn't go to the line yet. Nick Northrup is now on the outside lane trying to work his way around the 41 of David Shutt.
Well, you got to look. We got a bunch of Tylers in here, and there's a Tyler out front right now. Jimmy Mullis is right there. They're freight training out. 2 newcomers to Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series, and they are showcasing it right now. But don't count out SRA, Sim Racing Authority. David Shutt the Nightmare. He says, they call me the Nightmare for a reason. He says, fellas, I'll make you dream a lot. You won't like it. Don't shut your eyes here. The nighttime atmosphere. He's sitting 3rd. Nick Northrup right there in 4th on the outside. They're stacked 2-2. Ryan, they are already making these things rumble here at Daytona.
Yes, they are, and you do note that there are 2 of the SRA drivers already now up to 3rd and 4th. The 41 of David Shutt leading that with his teammate Justin Gable just behind him in the number 13 machine. And on the outside, we see the 71 of Colton Davis trying to yield some help from the 54 of Nick Northrup, but to no avail as the inside line has begun to try to shuffle them out.
Absolutely. Inside line is a freight train coming there. The outside might not be the thing. Now, what you're going to see on these cars is you're probably going to see a lot of nose to tail, man, not door to door, but wheel to wheel style, because that's just the way these cars interact. Now, they will get side by side as the race goes on, but you're right, SRA, boy, they are trying to come back here with authority. They did it last season. They unpacked at Daytona, and they did their mission. Bobby Cheney and company came here, and they took the championship. David Shutt sitting in 3rd, Justin Gable 4th right now, but look at Alan J. Elwood. He's back in a cup car, and he's going, hey, fellas, you remember me? I'm back. Look at Brian Johnson from Racing Freaks, though. That boy knows how to wheel a cup machine. He does it on Saturday night, sitting 6th. Nick Northrup right there in 7th, and Lachlan McMillan right there 8th. Colton Davis 9th, and John Houston rounds out the top 10. Boy, I'll tell you what, we got a lot of new names in the top 10, Ryan.
Yeah, we do, and right now I'm actually riding shotgun with the 88 of John Houston, who is now leading the 2nd group of cars that is started to separate as the top line appears to be holding them out, with that front group of about 8 or 9 being all lined up there, beginning to pull away from this group that is fighting side by side.
Absolutely. Well, you got Tom Whitmore in the cups right there. Got that Dre broadcasting machine looking pretty good. He's on the outside there. On the inside, though, look at that Kool-Aid man himself, Nick Hunt, looking good. Boy, he's out here talking about, say, look, I'll make some Kool-Aid tonight if I can win this thing. Looking good. He's in a Ford, too. Gotta say that because, boy, he gives me a hard time over my Fords. What'd he do? Somebody must have paid that man off or something. I don't know. Give him some cookies or something because, man, he went out and just got him a Ford. Maybe he finally, man, took my advice, Ryan.
Maybe, but I see that the SRA guys, at least the ones up front, have taken my advice that Toyota is the way to go, my friend.
Absolutely. Toyotas are nice machines out there. Like them this season. As always, yeah, I'm partial still to the Ford machines, but nonetheless, the Toyotas look nice. Anything but a Chevy, but we got a star-studded field of Chevy drivers out here. Don't forget about them. Right now, one of them we're looking at, Matt Hoover, looking good. He's got his Busch machine out there. And remember that old saying, Busch beer? Remember that?
I do not. The only thing I know about the Busch beer car, especially the one that the 31 of Matt Hoover is piloting, very similar to the one that Cale Yarborough had back in 1979 in that Daytona 500. Ironically, my dad's favorite paint job of all time, that old Busch car.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, don't hold on to your hats, man, folks. Don't blink. Don't go anywhere, because look what's coming through the field. Bobby Cheney and Jake Nichols. That's right, Mr. Consistency. That's what we call that 99 Bobby Cheney. He's coming up through there with the number 73 Superman. It'll take him a little bit to get back to the field. Nonetheless, look at behind him, though, Delonte Ballard, another SRA driver. That man, we call him Mr. Hey, we call him the showstopper, because boy, when he gets up there, he'll stop the show and make it very exciting. Right now, it's a freight train up front, all the way back to about the 19th and 20th, where they got a 4-car break up top. And it looks like that's the SRA bunch. Tyler Ducharme, Bobby Cheney, and Delonte Ballard's up top. And Tyler Sifford, Mr. Popularity's back there.
Yeah, it looks like back here at the back, I mean, you got Ryan Keese, you've got James Thorndike, Ethan Kurtz, all running in a pack further near the back, trying to keep themselves separated sort of from this main field at the very least. They don't appear to be racing all that hard and seem to be content to just stay in line right now.
All right, well, here we go. Sorry about that. I was reading something there about fast, but right now, Jake Nichols is up there. Hey, he's like, look, y'all guys, we might have battled for the championship there at the end, but right now we're battling to try to get to the front. He went up there to help that SRA bunch as he's right there with Tyler Ducharme. Now he pulls down inside with Cameron Hearn. I got a feeling the inside lane right now with these cars is the way to go. As the race goes on, though, you might be able to pull up. Now, most notably, as I'm back here in the back, because they're pretty single file, and I like doing that, let's showcase a couple of these paint jobs. Let's get up close, kind of personal with a lot of them. Right there, Tyler Ducharme. But on the inside of him, hold on a second, as a man we know in the U.S. Army, cold dead hands machine, we're going to call him the gunslinger. That's John T. Wimbus, and that's right, I said it, John T. Wimbus, man who's up here in the booth with me on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesdays. He's out there in that 39 machine looking really good.
Yeah, and right behind him, the newly numbered just 9 of Aiden Young in the Motor Sim Racing Magazine number 9 Ford this year, switching over to Ford. It was Aiden and Iceman Motorsports here in the Cup Series.
Good boy.
As Aiden and John Wimbish have hooked up for the night as teammates a little bit here, so they're looking forward to try to work their way up through the field.
Yeah, they are looking good at Motor Sim Racing Magazine machine, the number 9 right there. Awesome deal. As Bobby Cheney's right there in the 99. He's right there on the back deck lid of Tyler Ducharme. And, all right, we're back here with Tyler Sifford. And when you mentioned something about a tribute, let me see if I can't get to the hood shot of that car, because that's where it's at. Oh, I know what it is now. Tribute to his mags. I think that's what it's called. And well, as I say that, we got a wreck.
Oh.
We'll come back to that here in a second, folks.
I want to say that was a 28 of Ryan Keese and maybe Delonte Ballard got together.
No, it was 59 James Thorndike. We were watching it out the back end of Tyler Sifford. It was a 28 and Ryan Keese, James Thorndike got together in the very, very back.
And netcode had a lot to do with it. That's all I'm gonna say.
We've had a lot of that going on here lately, folks, and unfortunately, they came together all, like you said, a little bit of netcode there on their end. Man, hate to see that, because when these cars hit, they hit so hard. Oh boy, I tell you, ooh, cars in the back got through just barely.
And I did see one car did get into the 59. I have yet to identify a number.
I saw that too. He went by so fast, like a little sprint bullet. Well,
20 car of David Elliott got a piece of them.
All right. Well, I tell you what, Ryan. Let's see if we can find this Tyler Laughlin guy here in the chat.
Alrighty, let me see if I can go find him. I got him.
All right. Bring him up staging room. That way he'll know, just in case he's in the middle of yip yapping. All right. Let's bring him up, man. I'm gonna get to talk with him and see who he is.
Alrighty.
Tyler Laughlin, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, first things first. Your last name. Are we saying it right?
Yeah, you got me.
All right, good deal. We just want to make sure, because we know you're a newcomer here in the Cup Series for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And boy, what way to make a splash or an entrance or just kick the door down here and say, hey, take the pole, run out front like you're doing, looking good. That number 51 Monster Energy drink machine. How you feel about that car? How's it feel on the track? Think you got enough to pull it home tonight?
Well, I'm hoping to. Car drives great, and I got a good pusher behind me with Jimmy, so we're hoping to pull it out. Trying to make a pit stop here. So I think Alan beat us out. I think he got no tires, so this will be an interesting restart. Everyone seems to be riding around, so there's no outside line really forming. So.
Okay. Do you think later on in the race that outside line is going to come into play?
Yeah, it'll definitely come in. You got to have the right guys to know what they're doing up there. If it doesn't need that many people like people think it does, it's just it takes a lot of side drafts and a lot of hard work, which isn't really worth pushing the issue the first 10 laps. So it'll definitely come in later in the race.
All right, well, good deal, man. Good luck out there, Tyler, and welcome to ExtremeMotorsports99.com Cup Series.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good time up there.
All righty. Well, Ryan, I tell you what, as he was talking about it, since this is a big track, we got a long way to go here. I'll let you move him back down if you can you? If not, I can get him. Okay, cool.
I got it.
Let's see if we can find that Jimmy Mullis. The guy's right there behind him. Since I know
Right
we
out of the
probably
same
got
room.
All right, since I know we got another lap or so here, we could usually get maybe 2 in on this huge track.
All right, Jimmy is in the staging room.
All right, we'll bring him up to what we got.
Alrighty.
Jimmy Mullis, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jimmy, I want to say welcome here to the ExtremeMotorsports99.com Cup Series. I know you're a newcomer here, and you're looking pretty darn good. Like I was telling, I guess your teammate Tyler there a minute ago. Boy, what a way to come in and just kick the door open, man, and say hello here. As you start the third, currently second, looking good. And I'm going to say that's a Lordco Auto Parts machine you got out there.
Yeah. By the way, I appreciate the welcoming, but I found this thing on Trading Paints and just threw the extreme stuff on it. My scheme should be ready for Kansas next week, but yeah, I decided to just throw this on. It looked all right.
Awesome, good deal. Well, you're looking good out there. Either way, I tell you what, you could probably just have 4 tires and a steering wheel, and you're doing darn good. Like I say, man, how's the track feel? Think you got enough to bring it home here, lap 100?
I won't say that. I mean, I sure hope so. And where we're sitting right now, I think I'm in a good position to have a shot at it. There's a lot of grip out here, and night racing is always really fun. I'm hoping that we can start some 2-wide racing here sooner than later. Riding in line has been a little boring, but, you know, it always starts like that sometimes, I guess.
Plate racing, gotta love it. Well, again, welcome to ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Jimmy. And your last name, just to make sure I got it right, is Mullis? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good deal.
Mullis.
My bad, and I apologize if I mess it up, but I definitely will get it right. You know, my southern accent and all, it just kind of just tongue ties me every once in a while.
Oh, you're fine, man.
Good deal. Well, good luck out there, Jimmy, and we'll hopefully get to talk to you, man, later on.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Ryan. Well, I'll let you do what you do best. There you go.
It's gonna get easier to figure out what these guys with.
Yeah. The more we do it, the more we will we'll get familiar with it. Well, a couple newcomers there, folks. Tyler Laughlin, which we said it right. There we go. We got that right. And Jimmy Mullis, 2 of the front runner guys there. I mean, don't count out that Alan J. Elwood, man, up front. He didn't take tires. That's another thing we hadn't talked about. Tires here probably not as crucial under the lights as any other track, but either way. So, hey, I want to welcome everybody here tonight. Thank you for all coming out here. You know, like I say, we're live here, obviously, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, and Twitter. And myself, Joe White, up here in the booth, accompanied by Ryan W. Daniels. It's awesome. What's going on, Michael Knight? Yeah, what's going on, everybody out there, man? I'm watching the chat, and it's just flying by. Love seeing everybody out there. So, Ryan, what do you think so far, real quick?
I mean, I think it's been a really cool race so far. I'm back here at the rear of the field just trying to see, take a look at a couple of the other cars that are just riding out back, because as you mentioned early on in the race, I'm going to be kind of hanging out back here, keeping an eye just in case anything happens up in front. But I just noticed something. We have two cars that are extremely identical in this field. The 55 of James Haney and Mike Rominger have the exact same paint jobs, and they are side by side right now.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll get a shot at that here in just a second. Well, the pace car's coming out of turn 4. It's going to take that short little stroll before it takes that left-hand turn down on pit road. And I like to say it. I know a lot of people say, well, you say it a lot, Joe. Hey, whatever. They're the monster machines, and they're going to set sail here. So we're going to watch them storm past the start-finish line. Green flag in the air, Alan J. Elwood. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 through the gears. Takes him about a lap or so, Ryan, to get up to speed. Listen to those guys thunder past the start-finish line. They're stacked 2 by 2 by 2 all the way back. Man, it is an awesome sight to see under the lights at Daytona International Speedway. These guys are roaring out of turn 2 down the back stretch.
Yes, they are. They're heading out of turn 2 right now on the number... Stupid thing, sorry. The number 5 of Alan J. Elwood continues to lead here, as behind them, the 51 of Tyler Laughlin is beginning to fall back on the outside lane, now side by side with Nick Northrup and with Colton Davis in the 71. Who is giving the push to Jimmy Mullis, trying to get them out in front. And the 40 is going to move up the track to hook up with his teammate and try to get that outside line rolling. Absolutely,
that outside lane definitely right now is trying to go. Boy, they got a good push right now. Look at that. Jimmy Mullis pulls up on the outside of 2 by 2, storming out here around the turn, man. Alan J. Elwood, he knows how to drive a car. He is the defending, reigning, current Xfinity Series champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Won it last season. He's looking to do big things here. Boy, I'll tell you what, right now up front, though, these guys getting a little dicey and racy. Look at that. Here's the current champ of the Cup Series right there in 5th place. We call him Mr. Consistency because, man, every time we turn around, that guy's up there in top 10, top 5. That's Mr. Bobby Chaney from FSRA. Nobody wants to see that. Boy, can he come back here and 2 for 2 that thing this season, Ryan?
Well, it's like Bobby said last year. He comes into this league and any other league for one reason: to win the championship. He's not there to win races. He knows he can do that, but he knows that there's a lot of these guys this season, especially with all the pro drivers and stuff like that, that are going to be here at Extreme Motorsports 99. Wins may not be an option for that 99 machine, and so every bonus point you can get, every position you can get near the end of the race, they're going to be of the utmost value. It paid off last season for Bobby. Can it do it for a second year in a row?
Absolutely. Right now, though, that outside lane with 2 cars are holding their own. It gets a whole freight train on the inside. Listen to these machines. That's V8 power, folks. That is American-made muscle right there. Boy, they're jockeying around in the very back there. But up front, they are side by side. Alan J. Elwood, Jimmy Mullis on the outside. Tyler Laughlin right there behind him. Colton Davis trying to push Alan J. Elwood out front. But, man, those 2 machines, the newcomers, well, they're holding their own in a boxing match up front, man, of 3,500-pound machines here. Daytona International Speedway, folks, want to welcome everyone. And thank you, man, for tuning in. As always, Ryan, getting goosebumps.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out here right now. All these guys running really, really hard. Definitely been interesting to see how this front pack has been able to maneuver, and right now they continue to run side by side run single file the majority of the way through the field, but it is still side by side for the lead with that 40 of Jimmy Mullis really pushing the issue, trying to get around Alan J. Elwood.
Oh, well, he left him out to dry, his dancing partner. Well, I tell you what, he got out front and he did what he needed to do, dropped on the inside. I feel like he thought maybe it was the best way. Man, Bobby Cheney, he said, I'm going to try that outside. He's got David Shutt. Shutt's going to let him back in. Maybe not. He's going to slam the door on his teammate. He might let him back in. I don't know. Right there, look at John Houston looking good in that 88 machine. But you've got David Shutt and Bobby Cheney. Now, Bobby Cheney's got a little opening there if he wants to get down low. I think he will, because now that inside lane's going to freight train by that outside. Wow, that was some good racing up front.
Yeah, they were pushing as hard as they could to try to get that spot. And, now the majority of the field is back to the single file racing. I'm riding shotgun with the number 28 of Ryan Keeses. He's actually at the rear of this main pack. Nobody behind him, but he's watching every other position in front of him. It's just interesting to see these guys who are waiting it out, and some of the guys who obviously have decided that being up at the front the majority of the race is going to be the way to go.
Absolutely. Well, since we got them single file up here, let's go back to what we were doing before the caution. Let's do a little bit of showcasing, and also just got confirmation out there. You see old Rick Donaldson out there pumping up the crowd. He loves doing that, man, as we do too. Going to Ryan and Daniels.
Yes, sir.
Ryan and Daniel will let everyone know when prize time. So you're Ryan and Daniels, okay, by the way.
Okay. Works for me, I guess.
Well, I just saw him put it out there in the chat. At ExtremeMotorsports99.com. That's actually Rick Donaldson out there in the chat talking. What's going on, Nancy? How you doing? But yes, we're going to give away a prize. And I tell you what, Ryan, maybe think of something to do here that everyone could participate in, and not something that a driver of Extreme would know. I really love since this is a plate track, boy, maybe somebody finishing in a certain position by the end of it. So let's get this thing, man, so that way they'll have enough time. Let's say by lap 70, 75. I don't know. What do you think, Ryan?
All right. Well, the question within Wise is this.
All right.
What driver do I think is either going to be a comer or a goer? Like, who's going to go forward and who's going to fall back by the end? And what driver would put himself in a position that would be of interest to the fans at home?
But that makes no sense. That's I can't even follow what you just said.
Mr. Popular. Where does Tyler Sifford finish in this race? Inside the top 10. They have to pick a position between 1 and 10, and whichever position a person draws that is closest to it will win.
Okay. Well, Rick also posted, said who's going to finish in the 20th position tonight. How's that? That's easier.
We could do that as well.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Easier. Yeah, that's easier. Let's do that. All right, folks. You got until lap 75 of the race. Obviously, we're at lap 23. That gives them what, 40 laps or so, give or take?
We are on lap 23. If we are doing it by lap 75, that's just about 51 laps.
Okay, so about 51 laps, folks, to get your vote in. And Ryan's going to be looking at the chat out there. Now, Ryan, here's the thing. I will try to keep you updated because we've got 2 on Twitch and we've got 4 on Facebook. Okay?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I will try to keep that, and I'll let you know if somebody does post a name on those sides because I can see that. You just worry about that YouTube side here. But, folks, whoever, pick your driver. You can pick just one by lap 75 of who you think will be in the 20th position. Now, let's say nobody picks the driver in the 20th. We'll obviously go down like we'd be 21st, 22nd, etc., like we did last season. So, again, got in the lap 75. We'll remind you again about lap 50 or so. Right now, we're going through here. Patrick Mallet, and I hope I said that right. Nice little paint job. And, oh, we got a wreck. And we were just riding with Patrick, and unfortunately, just got in a wreck.
Yep,
and that's a big one.
Yep, there was a lot of carnage back there.
Oh, man, yes, it was. Oh, Justin Gable got involved. Well, go ahead and say it, Ryan.
Yeah, that was definitely a pile up in turn 2 right there.
right, let's go back and watch it again because that happened in front. We were actually just, it was kind of funny because we were actually just riding with Patrick right there, number 19, showcasing his paint job. Ooh, looked like the 82. And I don't know what number it is. Boy, a couple cars, man, on their lid, upside down. And hard hits, man. Just nowhere to go in this track when it covers a track like that. Man, 13, Justin Gable went for a ride. We'll hate to see that on their end. So a huge, huge mess. Hey, it's plate racing, folks. That's pretty much what happens.
Okay. I'm trying to keep up here right now. Has anyone actually answered the question yet?
I don't think anybody's answered yet. So, hope everybody can hear me out there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, Ryan, but Rick's out there in Chad pumping up everybody. I guess Becky's going to go for Sifford. Well, I hope he finishes higher than 20th, but anyways.
All right, so Tyler Sifford.
Well, I don't know if that's her yet. I mean, hey, wait a minute. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know yet. I'm just saying.
I won't make anything official until we are sure.
All right. You know what? And since we're sitting here talking about Tyler Sifford, he got a little bit of damage on that incident, unfortunately. He got crumpled on the hood a little bit there. We're back seeing his tribute car there to, I'm going to say that. Is that Mags?
Wags.
Wags, okay. Was his dog. Unfortunately, he lost him. Had him from birth until on. And, yeah. So, yeah, folks, get your voting in here. I think NASCAR Wilson here, he picks T. Laughlin. Now, folks, you got to remember, we're looking for somebody that's going to finish in the 20th position, okay? So now, if you're picking somebody that's going to win the race, that's not going to work. But if you want your guy to finish 20th, then hey, no problem. I would pick Ryan Daniels. But
I'm not in the field.
I know you're not in the field, but I mean, if you was in the field, I would.
Well, I appreciate it, because I had a guy take a 20th in this division. Are you kidding me? The guy renowned for finishing 30th or worse? Please.
Well, Becky said Wags was 14 years old. That's a good life, man, for the dog there. Love it. You got to get your voting in by lap 75, Becky. Lap 75. I know y'all are on a little delay than what I am. But lap 75, and right now we're on lap 27. So you just keep your eye on the ticker up there. It'll tell you the closer we get to lap 75. We'll remind you again. But what we're looking for is someone picking who they think is going to be in the 20th position. And Dre Broadcast, he's made his. Mike Rominger. He has made his out there. What's going on, Alan Wild? How you doing? So if you want to make your pick, let us know that, hey, look, that's your pick. For Michael Knight says 75.
No,
okay.
He asked what lap.
Oh, 75.
Oh,
Yep.
Gosh. Bradley Wilson. Bradley Wilson just joined the chat.
Yeah, he did. I see him. Anthony says Aiden Young for 20th.
Yep, and I know who that is. Hi, Tony.
Okay.
Glad to see you're watching. Glad to have you back from college, buddy.
Well, hello, Tony. Glad you're back.
He's my best friend off of here, so that's cool.
I feel sorry for you. I mean, no, happy for you. My bad. Well, let's see if, like I said, let's see if we can bring up Tyler Sifford. I know he's probably not going to be in the happiest moods because he got a kind of a tour race car, but I definitely want to talk to him over that thing. I'm just kind of looking here to see if I see anybody. Tommy Haynes, I believe, says take Wimbish. John T. Wimbish. He's on the Facebook side, by the way. Let me know on that, Tommy Haynes. Let me know, Tommy, that that's your pick. Just want to make sure. How you doing, David, out there? I appreciate everyone. And while you're doing that, I'll go pull Tyler Sifford because I know where he's at.
Okay.
So. All right. So you just keep looking at the chat. We good. Tyler Sifford, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Popular, you're definitely popular as always. Looking good. Unfortunately, you got caught up in that incident, and I bring you up basically. Now, normally I don't like, you know, getting a guy right after caution if he's been involved in it. I know he likes, you know, cool down and whatnot. But I see you got something special on the hood of that machine. Wags, which was your dog you had for many, many years. It's an awesome tribute to him. And plus your mom's out here as always cheering you on. A couple other people. So how's the car feel? Or how was it feeling? And tell us a little bit about that nice figure you got on the hood.
I mean, car's handling great. You know, we have a little bit of damage, but I think we'll be slow on the start. But once we get this thing wound up, we should be good to go. As for the car, had a dog for 14 years, known him all my life. Passed away of a brain tumor a few weeks ago. But he's with us in spirit. He fought a hard battle. He went quickly. The vet even said, you know, what he had, it was, you know, pretty good thing that it progressed so quickly, because he's seen, you know, dogs and other animals that have what he had and go a lot slower and suffer. So, you know, we made the right call, but hoping we can get at least top 5, or if not a win. You know, we got an angel riding with us tonight, and hopefully we can get ourselves a good finish.
All right, well, I'll let you get back down there to your crew there. It's about to go back green flag. Just want to get a quick word in with you. As always, man, good luck out there tonight.
You too, man. God bless.
All righty. All right, Ryan, we're getting set here to go back to green flag racing. See if I can get him back there in his Jake Nichols. There we go. Somebody said that the chat's delayed. Well, there's nothing I can do about that, folks. That's technology streaming and everything else. So we'll just have to go with it. Either way, about to get set to go back green flag, and this is what I like to say. Gonna send these monster machines a flying here tonight under the lights. Daytona International Speedway. Gotta love it. Right here we go. Awesome, man. Pace cars in. Jimmy Mullis, the man on point, with Colton Davis on the outside. David Shutt right there behind him, though, as we're listening to all 30-some of these machines storm past the start-finish line, heading into turn number 1. It's a breakaway up front. David Shutt's in second. Jimmy Mullis in first. Nick Northrup right there in third. Colton Davis fourth. Man, they are awesomely in a line, Ryan. Looking real good.
Yeah, these boys really starting to get in line. The 71 of Colton Davis slams the door on the 51 of Tyler Laughlin as they go down the back straightaway. Good thing that 51 was being aware. That could have been big.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, right now they are in a freight train mode up front. Well, I'll tell you, Jimmy Mullis is about to get a lesson in what the Nightmare can do and what SRA is all about, because right now that 41 stalking his prey. The number 40 and 41, go figure, he got uniform numbers up front, 40-41 to 41, saying, look, I'm going to sit back here for a little bit and make you worried about whether or not you want to go to sleep at night after this race, because when I'm done, thing about it is we got 2 Toyotas up front, and they're making it bad fast around Daytona. Hey, the man's a nightmare. He gives you nightmares.
Yeah, that is for sure, and trying to keep up with the chat and
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
keep track of everybody's answers at the moment.
Well, right now I want to appreciate everyone coming out, because, boy, we're blowing out some numbers here. Between Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, we're looking at 45 people total right now. Loving every minute of it. Folks, right now, one thing I know, I'll just keep yapping while Ryan's keep writing. Right now, these guys are driving, though, and looking like it every minute. They are nose to tail, the freight train up front, looking good. Jimmy Mullis, man, out front with a Toyota. He's got the Nightmare David Shutt behind him, looking to be rectified after this season of last season, coming up just a little short of winning a championship. He's got that Toyota from SRA Sim Racing Authority back out front. Nick Northrup right there in third. Colton Davis, man, in a freight train full of horsepower up front under the lights at Daytona International Speedway. You got to love every minute of this right now.
Yeah, you do, and just noticed another guy working his way to the front right now up into the 7th spot. Nick Hunt in that 00 Kool-Aid machine. He has methodically worked his way through this field tonight, Joe.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. The 54 got loose on the apron a little bit. Well, that could have been disastrous right there, Ryan.
Yeah, smart move by the 71 to work his way around him. That, you're right, that could have been massive, as they're now 3 wide going down the back straightaway. The 87 trying to split the difference with the 33, trying to get in between the 54 and 99 of Bobby Cheney.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, they are 3 wide, 2 wide in the back, the nose to tail up front. It is I'm going to say it like this, a choo-choo train, man, flying around here, looking bad fast. That's one heck of a train, though, coming to the front. You got the first, I'm going to say, it's 2, 4, 6, 6 machines out there, and you got to go back to, let me see where I got to go back here. So about the 7th or 8th spot right there with Keith Haney, Nick Northrup, and old Nick Hunt, man, and Alan J. Elwood. They are side by side back there battling it out before you go 2 to 2. Right now, though, they are wheel to wheel up front, storming down this huge backstretch.
Yes, they are, and I'm riding on board with the number 33 of Tom Whitmore, last season's Truck Series champion, making the jump to the Cup Series here tonight in that number 33 Dre Broadcasting iBog machine. Tommy looking pretty good early here in the number 33.
Absolutely, right there, currently sitting in 6th place. He is looking awesomely fast here tonight, and I tell you what, he's bad fast. Now, folks, I'll tell you, here's the thing. We ain't mentioned sitting in 22nd position. Have me repeat that one more time so anybody out there can't, because remember, we're looking for position 20 tonight, and I hate to put this guy's name in the hat of that could be in 20th. The Superman, Jake Nichols. Folks, we're about to test Superman this season. He's got some guys out here that are bad fast. Right now, he's got 37 of them storming around Daytona, and he's sitting in 22nd position. And I don't know, before this race is over with, I got a feeling he will be up front. But man, right now, he is finding himself having a very, very hard time trying to get there.
Yeah, he is. I'm actually riding with Jake Nichols right now. The back end of that 73 machine does look like it has a little bit of spoiler and rear end damage. Might be holding him up here, being at the rear of the field. It would probably suit him better as he's trying to have somebody behind him, as not to let that rear end of that car drag. But just want to also give a quick update. Somebody in the chat selected Aiden Young as a pick for the 20th finishing position. I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Aiden is suffering from storms in his area and lost connection about 17 laps ago and has not rejoined the track. So Aiden Young, unfortunately, looking like he's going to DNF this evening.
Well, I tell you what, whoever picked that, you know, because we won't fair across the board since it's only lap 37 and we're giving them to, what, lap 75 anyways?
Yes, sir.
If he does not come in the next, let's say, couple laps, then scratch it off. Whoever picked Aiden Young, pick another one. You got the name of it. So, as right now he's showing 17 laps down, because that's something that's uncontrollable on his end. It's not like he got into a wreck or anything. If he got in a wreck, hey, well, that's all fair game, love and war and racing. But, you know, connection issues, anything like that, something you can't control, especially can't control Mother Nature. I can't do that, even with the stream. So, right now, though, they're getting dicey up front. That's one thing they can do. As look at this. Tyler Laughlin, man, is powering to the front. That number 51 machine. Colton Davis right there on the inside. He's got a Mountain Dew soda can machine up front. Mike Franklin, we talked about him last night. That cat boy was up front all night long. Jimmy, Ryan, are you seeing a trend here? I don't know any of these guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing a trend. It looks like all the new hirees here for ExtremeMotorsports99.com are showing what they got here up at the front tonight in great quantities.
Absolutely, man. I mean, look at this right now. The only guy we know about, that's the Nightmare, and he's sitting up here going, hey, guys, y'all might be the new guys around. Let me tell y'all what. Before this race is over with, you're going to know who the 41 machine is, David Shutt, because every one of you is going to be dreaming about me tonight when I'm done. We're under the lights of Daytona International Speedway. I want to welcome each and every one of y'all out there in the chat here. We're loving it. I'm pumped up and excited, man. It is a start of an awesome season. 15 races. If you ain't got enough, man, of me and Ryan up here, well, I don't know what to take.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting here throughout the entire season. And right now, I'm riding on board with a guy we know pretty well, that 39 machine of John Wimbish. He is the first gentleman trying to make that outside lane work all the way back in 18th with help from behind from the looks to be the 67 of Cameron Hearn and Jake Nichols behind him as well.
Let me go back here on old John T. Wimbush, man. That's why I like to call him. Come off your button there, Ryan.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, got echo. All right, well, we're riding along here. Like I say, John T. Wimbush on the outside there. On the inside, though, it's got that looks like 28 of Ryan Keith's got a slow car, lap car there. He went very respectful, went down low. Yeah, you're right back there. There, outside lane, 2x2. Freight train up front, back there in the back, the 28 machine. That's Ryan Keith on the inside. Mike Romans is right there behind him with Cameron Hearn. These guys are getting it done. Look at that. Matt Hoover back there, too. Looking very good. Tyler Deshawn, Bobby Cheney, Delonte Ballard, Alan J. Elwood, Ethan Kurtz is back there, Jake Nichols. Lost a name we just not used to seeing. But hey, it's plate racing. It's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I have been in races with Jake before, especially these restricted plate races, and Jake is one of those guys who likes to find his teammates at the rear of the field. Obviously, at the start of the race, we noted that him and some of the SRA drivers also went to the back. So, might just be in the cards for Jake to try to work his way up front a little bit later.
You do me a favor, Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Can you type in the chat website, the online simracingnetwork.com? That's basically what it is.
Yes, sir.
At www.onlinesimracingnetwork.com. And then obviously you can check out extrememotorsports99.com, that's where we're at here for the race and the league here. Oh boy, I tell you what, they got dicey right there for a minute. Boy, John T. Wimbush had to get off of it. Nick Hunt, man, got a little loose. I didn't see anybody wreck, but man. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Ryan, you forgot the network part. Dre got it.
Ah, crud.
That's all right. It's the second one there, folks. The one Ryan did. I don't know what he was thinking. Yeah.
I'm trying to delete it. I can't do it on my phone. It doesn't let me beat my admin self on my phone.
Dre got the right one. OnlineSimRacingNetwork.com. Yeah, right now that split the field up right there, Ryan. Everybody had to get heavy on the binders, and on the back now they're all split up here. Boy, that shook them up a little bit. Car went wide, went low. Right now you still got a freight train up front. Actually, you got, that looks like the 40 machine of Jimmy Mullis. He's on the outside. The 87's on the inside. That's Keith Haney. Looking very, very good right there. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, Keith Haney, our biggest mover of the race so far. The next closest will be Delonte Ballard, who currently runs in 9th after starting 26th. But Keith Haney started 19th in this race and has worked his way up to the 4th spot.
Well, somebody said there's a Chick-fil-A car out here. Where's that at? I want to find that thing, man.
That is the 28 machine.
Well, I like chicken.
You like a lot of things, Joe.
Hey, you got to eat. I will give Dre credit. He got a nice looking car out there. Dre Broadcast. Oh, there it is. Chick-fil-A machine. Ryan Keith.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Hey, man, they got good chicken nuggets.
This is what the stream has been reduced to, folks. Naming our favorite fast food things from Chick-fil-A.
What, you got something against Chick-fil-A? Come
Oh,
on,
no,
man.
I love Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying you don't want to get me on a roll of talking about things from Chick-fil-A. For example, the club sandwich. Oh my
awesome.
God.
That's awesome. Well, here real quick. 10 Designs made this paint job up. U.S. Army machine here with the Cold Dead Hands, which is an organization John T. Wimbush, he's not part of, but obviously John Wimbush did serve in the military force, U.S. Army and whatnot. They are an organization almost like, well, kind of like the NHRA, but not as big or whatnot. But nice one. A Come to Gunslinger out here because the man got Smith & Wesson all on there. So nice looking paint job. Again, I want to appreciate each and every one here. You got Bucky Berg out there in the chat. Check it out. He's on Facebook side there. And Bradley Wilson. That's Bradley P. Wilson. That's what I call him anyways. He's out there. I get a kick out of that Kool-Aid machine. Well, I tell you what. I hope, man, that old Nick tonight, though, that's all he is drinking is just Kool-Aid. And ain't got nothing else, man, that's called Kool-Aid or anything mixed with Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that 00 machine definitely looking good right now as he is riding. Huh?
Got you on that one, didn't
Yeah, I was writing things. I was writing. We did get an answer from our person who was trying to who had to pick a new driver.
Yes.
That person was Anthony Luciani. So my buddy Tony, he was the one who had picked Aiden. Not too surprising that he picked Aiden, but he has switched his pick to Dave Elliott.
All right. Well, we're looking here because there's something surprising, folks. In 21st position right now is sitting the Superman himself, Jake Nichols, and he's got on the side of it. Yeah, your eyes don't need to be adjusted or anything. Zero Gravity Racing. They changed their name. He is a pro driver, one of the pro drivers here, and looking good. But right now, just not finding that speed. Maybe taking his time. We're at lap 47 here of 100. And folks, remember, get your votes in before lap 75 is what we're looking for to who you think is going to finish in the 20th spot. Right now, the Superman is in 20th spot.
And actually, I was going to comment, Joe, I just noticed as they went down the back straight with a number 5 of Alan J. Elwood was running very slow. He was in the 9th position when they crossed the start-finish line. As they entered turn 1, the engine blew on that number 5 machine.
Well, yeah, that's not a disconnect or anything. Brian Johnson, he's another man out there with a Mountain Dew soda can machine, looking good. He's right now running 23rd, but kind of pacing himself. I got a feeling that's what a lot of these guys are doing. They're just pacing themselves. Rantford S. Brown right there, a good Dollar General car. He's in a 133 machine. And Daniel Haney, an 81 machine. Just going through this field looking. Some of them, Tyler Sifford, he hasn't used that fast fix. He's one lap down. He's the first car one lap down. And he's got another pack coming up on him very quickly. Lakeland McMillan, he's back there in 29th. And there you said Alan J. Elwood. Let's see, though, if he's got a fast fix. Yep, he does. So he's able to get that car back out. Patrick Mullet, we're in a caution.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been something over in off the exit of 4. Oh, they're still wrecking it. 48 is involved. Big time.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
I didn't see what all started. I did see that the 48 was involved.
48? All right. Well, we'll go on 48 then, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Big time, man. I know one of the SRA guys was involved. It looked like Delonte Ballard. You know what? Yeah, the 48, that's where it started. Oh, man, the 67. He was trying to get out of the way of the pack. Problem was, the pack just came up so fast in the turn. And it was all she wrote. Oh, Mike Rominger back there. I think that was Mike Rominger. It's one of the freaking fast machines.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Mike Rominger.
Yeah, he tagged him, man. Good job, all the other drivers to get around. But yeah, that looked like a case, folks, of he was a lap down machine trying to get out of the way and just couldn't get, just wrong place, wrong time, trying to get out of the way. And you know, I know, man, that pack comes up very fast.
Yeah, the field definitely caught him quickly, and looks like he was going to try to stay committed to the bottom, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Timothy out there said he's going for Sifford for the 20th spot. All right, well, let's see here. You know what? We ain't interviewed this person all night long. We got to get one of the SRA guys up here. So, why not get the Nightmare himself? Boy, we're in the nighttime atmosphere. Well, let's go down through here, and where in the world does those guys hang out at? As we see a car, man, who's in pit lane right there. I don't know what he's doing. Good night, the SRA Motorsports and TeamSpeak. They got a party going on down there. Holy cow. Man.
Do they really?
Yeah, we need to go down there, man. There to hang out, man, and do
Wow.
the broadcast. Oh,
I certainly hope that's not their whole team. Holy cow.
Wow, well, they came over here with everybody. They just brought the whole league over here. Well, all right, we're
Pretty
on
much.
David Shutt. Yeah, I'm going to bring David Shutt up here and talk to him for a second.
Alrighty.
David Shutt, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Joe?
How pretty good. Well, I'll tell you what, looking good. That number 41 machine standing up front there. Well, I'll tell you, I just looked down at Team Speed. What did y'all do over at SRA? Y'all got a party down there, and me and Ryan feel like we're left out. We want to bring the broadcast down there because SRA just brought the whole darn league over here. But tonight, we're under the lights. We call you the Nightmare, and right now, you're making these guys nervous up front, the newcomers here in ExtremeMotorsports99.com. But you're trying to rectify. You were very close from winning a championship last season. Even though your team did come and do the job, you were close, just a little short. But right now, looking very good in that 41. How's it feel tonight?
Car feels pretty good. It's feels like Daytona. The draft is kind of difficult. It's really hard to get a good run going. But good news is I have lots of teammates out there. We just got to get all of ourselves in a good position here to be able to kind of control the front half of the field here, and then we'll be able to hopefully secure ourselves with the race to the finish here. But yeah, so far so good.
Well, my next thing is how you feeling about this season here? It's your second season here in the Cup Series. How are y'all feeling about coming over here and maybe retaining? Because it looks like we've got a lot of bad fest guys here now. But how do y'all feel about coming back over here? Your chances and your team's chances.
Well, we got a lot of team members, so hopefully that's a good thing. Yeah, I feel like we have a good shot. It's kind of hard to tell here at Daytona. Once we get to some of the other tracks, we'll be able to tell who's kind of got the favorite to win. Definitely Nichols is the one to look at. So yeah, keep an eye on him. He's definitely been the one to beat for a while now. So.
Yeah, he has, and well, that's what me and Ryan was sitting up here talking about. But boy, I tell you, they can't count out y'all guys from SRA. I know a lot of these dudes over at Extreme gonna try to beat up on me. What? Are you jumping on the bandwagon? Well, kind of hard not to when a whole team comes over here, sets out to do what they say they're gonna do, and they do it. So I want to congratulate y'all for that championship win, Bobby Cheney and company over there, and wish you luck for tonight, David.
Thanks, Joe. It's nice talking to you.
All right, man. All right, see if we can get him back down there to the party, man, down there at the very bottom. I tell you what, that is a huge team that they got. Wow. Okay. Well, he seems pretty confident. I would be too if I had like a quarter of the guys out here, but nah, I'm just saying. Those guys are bad fast. But right now, what's impressive me more is Jimmy Mullis out front. Tyler Laughlin and that Nick Northrup, 3 new guys here. Very bad quick. And look at John Houston. That's another man there. I think we'll get a chat with him, man, here later on in the race. Well, folks, get your votes in. Who you think is going to be in the 20th spot? And whoever picked Adam Young, well, it's close to Aiden Young, but there's a Young in there either way. Sitting in 20th as of right now.
Who picked Adam Young?
I don't know. Just say it. He's in 20th.
Is this on Oh, you're saying this is
Yeah, he's just on 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you said someone picked him.
No, I ain't seen that yet.
Okay.
I've been looking here. I mean, most everybody's been in the YouTube side. Haven't really seen. Let me check, see who's over on the. We got a couple on Facebook, couple on Twitch still. We got 2 and 2 on the Facebook and Twitch. 37 total out there. Most everybody's in the YouTube, so you'll be able to see who else. So you got the lap 75, folks, to get that vote in. Who you think is going to be in the position number 20th position for prize tonight here? Rick Donson, boy, he's gonna give them away all season long.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of fun, especially doing these raffles, if you want to call them that, to see who's going to be able to win some of these prizes, and be very interesting to see. Maybe even have a little bit of a competition. Which fans at home win the most prizes for the year?
Yeah, true. Well, here we go. Right now, the prize is to win Daytona here. Season opener at the Cup Series. Jimmy Mullis is the man who would love to put it in victory lane. It's right now. They're firing on all 8 cylinders. He gets a good start here. Listen to those cars roar past the start-finish line here as they shoot off down into turn number 1. Side by side, Whoa, Jimmy Mullis pulls down there in front of Tyler on the front side, leaving David Shutt all alone up front, and it's going to be a lonely crawl all the way to the back because he's got no help. That inside lane is like a freight train, and it is gone, storming down the back stretch.
Yeah, they still side by side. Whoa, the 41's going to jump in line just in front of the 33 of Tom Whitmore, and just going to get in line there. Riding on board with the 31 and Matt Hoover. I'm looking back. The next closest side-by-side battle, I believe, is Ethan Kurtz, who is currently battling side-by-side with Mike Rominger as they come back here to the start-finish line.
And IU Dave says he's going to guess on lap 74. The problem with that, Dave, is you're on the delay, so you might want to pick it up maybe a couple laps beforehand. I'm just saying, just so you make sure you get it in. I don't want you to lose, out. IU Dave's on Twitch side, by the way. I just saw him come across.
How am I on? What?
IU Dave. That's how you pronounce his name. IU Dave. He's on the Twitch side right now. He said he's gonna make his pick on lap 74.
Okay.
Yeah, he gonna be a late comer. Well, right there, guy, man, we know of Matt Hoover, looking good, the number 15 spot. And Jake Nichols has pulled back up to 14th, so he's slowly but surely. And hey, who's in the 10th spot, Ryan?
Yeah, number 10, or in the 10th spot, working his way through the field. Our buddy John Wimbish starting to work his way to the front after Aiden's unfortunate disconnect there. John has found himself without a teammate, looking like he's making friends there with some of the Alliance Racing Group and the 28 machine as he's slowly, methodically worked that 39 machine to the front. They're checking up in front of him hard.
Yeah, they are. Boy, they are. And Richie Evans had to check up, man. Nick, and Nick's got around. Nick Hunt just got,
And that's a big one. That's a big pile up in turn 4.
Yeah, we just saw it here, man, on the Blimpie cam. Well, let's go back on the replay because, boy, it looks like a bunch of scattered ants out there. Messed up machines, and out in the chat right now, we got Mr. Matthew Wazenbach. Boy, I'll tell you what, he super speedway deck car last night to a win in the Xfinity Series. As we're watching this replay here, they checked up in the front. The problem is when they were checking up, and really, yeah, Nick Hunt was just barely a little hit. Man, did the 39 get through that?
The 39.
I think he did.
He was ahead of it, yes.
Yeah, I think he did. Wow. Man, a lot of torque race cars, though, there. Wow. Hate to see, man, these guys, man, get torque. But you know what? It's plate racing. And anything can happen here, plate-style racing. These guys know it. We know it. And it's like anything. So, with that said, we got it. We got to talk to our champ. I mean, you can't go through the whole entire race and not talk to our reigning champ. I mean, it'd be like, really? So
that might be sacrilegious.
That would be. I mean, he'd be like, what are you doing, Joe? I mean, come on. So let's go down here and grab old Mr. Bobby. Where'd Bobby Cheney go?
He's in the staging room.
Oh, you pulled him up? Oh, okay.
Yes, I did.
I was down there in the SR and then he disappeared. All right, well, let's bring old Bobby Cheney up here. Get a chit-chat with him. Bobby Cheney, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the champ is here. The reigning, current, defending Cup Series, Extreme Motorsports 99.com champ, Bobby Cheney. How you doing tonight?
Good. I mean, I got caught up in a wreck, but, just trying to ride and stay out of the trouble here.
Plate style racing, you gotta love it. Looking good in that 99 SRA machine out there, Sim Racing Authority. We talked to your teammate a little bit ago, David Shutt. He's looking very good. He's up there giving them some nightmares. You're true to form, being Mr. Consistent. You're just always there, as always. Got a lot of bad fast drivers, though, out here this season. Got a lot of new guys out here. And even Jake Nichols out there having a little trouble here tonight. But it's plate racing. We get past here. That's when the season, I always like to say, really starts. because we're about to start seeing, who's got what. But, man, y'all got a party going on down there in the SRA team speak down there. Me and Ryan was like, man, they must be having a cookout or something, because they got a quarter of the field down there.
Yeah, we actually brought some guys over, some more guys that wanted to give it their hand and see what, if they could hang. So we got 3 or 5, I think 3 new guys, 3 or 4. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, brought
absolutely.
them on over.
Well, that's what we were seeing. I said he must just went ahead and brought the whole doggone league from SRA over here to Extreme. Awesome. Well, how's your car feel? I mean, I know you said you got caught up in a little wreck there, but how was it feeling beforehand? You think you got enough to maybe pull it to the front?
Yeah, I think we get up there. It's just really hard to pass here. I mean, the draft package for these cars, man, it's just tough. Like, you got to get lucky with checkups to make up any ground. I mean, I had to use my resets, so I kind of got to race a little conservative now. But we'll ride around and see what we can do there towards the end. I mean, got to keep the car clean, because there really is no point, trying to make a move to the end if the car is demolished. So, kind of got to race a little smart here.
Well, how was your off season being the defending champ?
I was good. Just waited around, waited for to get things started back up. The race and see what we got again. I mean, like I said, this season's just even more. There's a lot of tough competition this season, but we'll go out and do our best. If we can defend, fine. If not, it's not the end of the world. We'll just try it again.
Well, I know this might be shameless for me to do, but can we go ahead and say something about the thing in June?
Yeah, the thing in June, you're coming on board with us to broadcast our Dirt League race in Wednesdays. Starts first week of June, so it should be a lot of death. We'll just be honest with you. There'll probably be a lot of cars in the fence, but
Absolutely.
it's all for fun. So it should be a blast.
Good deal. Well, folks, you heard it here first. Bobby Cheney coming to SRA, yes, OSR Network, right before the Xfinity race on Wednesday nights here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. I talked to the man himself here. He is the owner-operator of SRA. Awesome league over there, as is here at Extreme Motorsports. And that's why he brings his boys over here. So, Bobby, man, good luck here tonight, and hope you can get that thing up front.
Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try to put on a show here. But just got to stay out of the wrecks.
All right, Bobby, man, I appreciate it.
Yep, thanks, guys.
All right, well, there you go. Man, I tell you what, for a champ, man really is, a few words.
Definitely is, but that right there was pretty funny.
What's funny?
Wednesday league's gonna be a lot of death. That was clever.
Well, it's gonna be dirt series. It's gonna be 360 sprints, and I'm excited about it. And it's gonna be action packed. And again, I want to thank him even giving me the opportunity, as like I thank Rick Donaldson for giving me the opportunity here at Extreme to do what I like doing. I know they get on to me, Ryan. You hear them about, oh, Joe, you need to race and have fun. I'm gonna tell you what, well, I have a blast up here.
I do as well. I mean, it's one of those things where a lot of people will see me race in the truck series on Monday night, and then coming here Wednesday and Thursday is my time in the booth. Obviously, it's not in the same league as Extreme 99, and as many Tuesdays as I can, I want to be able to run the truck division over here as well, but we'll have to see what the work schedule allows for.
Absolutely. Well, right now, though, a couple newcomers been up front all night long. That would be Jimmy Mullis, Tyler Laughlin, and Keith Haney has pulled himself up there along with John Houston. As we're watching, that pace car is going to take that hard left turn on pit road and send these all 30-some of these machines a storming. In turn number 1, these guys are about to turn it up. Thunderer right across the start-finish line. Jimmy Mullis, a man out front. And I tell you what, his last name reminds me almost of Jimmy Buffett, man, because he's playing a tune out there with that machine and looking very good doing it.
Yes, he is, and they're going to leave the 87. I believe that is Keith Haney on the outside, all by his lonesome, and Keith has already fallen back to being side by side with the 39 of John Wimbish, who is now working his way up to the 6th spot.
Yes, he is. Boy, I tell you what, we have got a whole slew of new guys up there. We say new, we got new and old, because look at John Houston in that 88 AC Delco spark plug machine. Boy, he's got David Shutt behind him all over. Tyler Ducharme's right there. So a couple SRA boys. John T. Wimbish right there in 6th. Keith Haney 7th. Richie Evans right there in 8th. Boy, I tell you, he was a newcomer last season to the Cup Series, looking very good. Ryan Keith right there in 9th. Nick Northrup right there rounds out the top 10. Boy, I tell you, these guys, man, are storming right here as we come into lap 63 of 100. Folks, again, you got to lap 75. Get your pick in here. Who you think is going to be in the position 20th?
I can't even guess that right now, though. I'm going to join John Marine on the whole guessing train there of just letting it happen as it happens. But right now, I'm noticing, I don't know if you are, Joe, the 25 of Tyler Ducharme has a little bit of left front damage on that Chevrolet as he's currently riding in the, I want to say the 5th spot.
Becky says she has to go to bed. Obviously, probably got to go to work. She is going to actually vote for Jake Nichols to be in the 20th spot.
Okay, that works for me.
Yep. She just said it out there. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but she just said it out there last minute and whatnot right there.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Now what was she saying? Well, we got a wreck. 54's around. That's a big
crash.
One. Yes, it was. 54 violently into that man outside wall. Well, I'll tell you what, get that man an aspirin. He's going to need it after that hit.
Yeah, that was big. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It might have even been some net code, but that 54 of Nick Northrup, big time net code, big time hit, and a lot of cars involved in that for sure.
Yeah, let's go back on the replay and see it. Boy, I tell you, awesome, man, right there. That was a hard lick. I gotta admit, hate to see that on his end.
Alan Elwood involved, Nick Hunt as well.
Yeah, Nick Hunt, that's his second one. Don't look like he really got much damage out of it, though. But I gotta tell you what, a lot of cars got through that. Let's watch it one more time here, different angle. A lot of cars got through that. Now, Tom Whitmore was right there behind him. I don't know if those two might have been a little bump draft. Was that Tom Whitmore? Yep, he was right there. I don't know if it was a little bump draft or if he just got loose. Let's see if we can't. Oh, yeah, net code between him and a 28. Well, we're going to say net code. Obviously, you know, the admins will review it and look back at it, you know, and whatnot. But look at those cars that scatter on the backstretch, Ryan. Man, but that was a hard lick, that 54. Whew.
Yeah, that was definitely what you would call as a driver an unexpected turn of events.
Yes, absolutely. Well, let's see. Let's get to talk with old John Houston. What do you think?
All right,
I shall. Didn't talk with everybody tonight.
All right, well, I'm going to go down and find John Houston.
We're going to try to make a
compilation.
Yeah, or a record tonight. We're going to get through the whole field.
If we did that, there was enough caution to do that. That would have to be some kind of a record.
Yeah, it would, unfortunately.
All right, well, John Houston is in our staging room, and I shall pull him up for you.
John Houston's Joe at the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what, looking good in that 88 AC Delco spark plug automotive machine out there. That thing's firing on all 8 cylinders. Definitely don't got anything wrong. Don't need any awesome parts for it because you're looking good. You were up front. How's the thing feel tonight? Think you got enough to bring it home at lap 100?
I think I should be good to the end from here. And all these leaders stayed out. And I kind of hope it goes green from here because I think I can make it.
Oh, well, there you go. Good pit strategy on your end there. I tell you what, got a lot of new guys here in the Cup Series, and boy, they are smashing the door down here and showing what they got. But you're stepping up your game. I tell you, you're looking very good here tonight. Did you learn a lot from last season, being in the Cup Series from last season to this season?
No, not really here at Talladega and Daytona because I actually had 2 bad races here and that didn't really get to finish. But you know, tonight it's all about dodging the wrecks and staying out of trouble, and you'll get a good finish.
All right, absolutely. Well, folks, if you don't know, John Houston, he's one of the admins here for the Truck Series here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, and this is the second season here in the Cup Series. So, John, and that 88 machine, good luck, man. Hope to see you there at lap 100.
Thank you, Joe.
All right. Well, Ryan, as you set him back down there to where you got him from.
Okay.
I don't know where you got him from.
I'll find it.
Yeah, but, well, you know, he said it perfect. Dodging the wrecks, staying out of trouble. That's plate racing in general. That is just, I guess that's plate racing 101 right there. It's not always all about the fastest or the best car out here. Sometimes some pit strategy and a little bit of luck, a lot of luck, plays into it.
Yeah, that's for sure. You definitely want to have luck on your side whenever you come to one of these restrictor plate races, because as much as driver skill may not come into effect, as you like to say, luck certainly does, and being in the right place at the right time is one of the key contributors to people who are successful here at both Talladega and here at Daytona International Speedway.
Absolutely. Well, another guy right there in third spot, Mike Franklin. He's looking very good. Daniel Haney right there in fourth. Ethan Kurtz, though, in fifth. Well, Ethan, man, looking very good. Learning a lot from Jake Nichols and all. And speaking of Jake Nichols, he is, well, 17th. Wow. Not made the strides I thought he would make. But,
yeah, I
you
don't know.
It's plate racing, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I mean, has Jake... yeah, Jake is clearly taking his fast repair at some point, so... Makes me wonder, was he caught up in one of those wrecks and we didn't quite see it? But he does appear to just be riding right now on the 17th spot. Still back there with some of his teammates, though. Guys like the 7 car of Tyler Sifford are still hanging around at the back. But actually, Tyler's in the pits right now. Looks to be getting some damage fixed. But unfortunately for Jake, the only other driver I think that is in reachable distance as far as a teammate goes is either Ryan Keese or the number 2 car of Ethan Kurtz. And Ethan Kurtz is currently in the top 5 in that Keep Bangin' Toyota.
Yeah, no doubt. Ethan Kurtz looking good. Finished second last night.
Ethan Kurtz finished 3rd last night. Richie Evans was our second place finisher.
I apologize, folks. That's why I keep Ryan around. He's good at memory.
That's why I'm here. Cool.
That's why you're there. Yep, that's it. Hey, see?
That's the only reason. They know our secret now.
That's it. Absolutely. It's awesome. Well, what is awesome is this race so far, and I hope everyone out there has enjoyed it. As always, what's going on, Michael Lawyer? How you doing? John Marine out there in the chat. Well, chatting up Cool Breeze. Love to see, man, the guys out there having fun. Everyone having fun here. As always, we're here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. We're not done yet, folks. We're going to be lap 68 this time by of lap 100. And give it about another, I'm going to say, 20 laps, man. Business will really start picking up here.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I got to give a call right now to the 4th place runner, Daniel Haney. Started 28th tonight, finds himself in 4th spot here on a restart that's only going to give us about 34 laps to go.
Absolutely. Well, hang on to your hats, man. If you got a seatbelt in your chair at home, tighten it up. If you do, it's kind of strange. But anyways, yeah. We're getting set here to go back green flag racing. That pace car is going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. Jimmy Mullis has been the man who has commanded this thing pretty much all night long, and he would love to command that number 40 machine into victory lane. Tyler Laughlin right there on the outside of him, though. And Mike Franklin, though, he had a good showing last night. He definitely would like to have another good showing tonight. Right now, looking very good. Ethan Kurtz is up there. Daniel Haney's 5th. John Houston 6th. Tyler Ducharme firing back. And look at old Brian Johnson. Boy, I tell you, it's a matter of time before he gets something. Tom Whitmore rounds out the top 10.
Yeah, and right now, it's, as you said, the 40 car of Jimmy Mullis has led a lot of this race here tonight. It's definitely has been helpful to have his teammate Tyler Laughlin running in second the majority of the races. Tyler is actually going to duck out of line as they go into turn 3, hop back in line now just behind the 40. But looking like he's trying to get some air to the engine of that number 51 machine.
Well, you know what, folks? You asked for it, we're going to give it. You know what time it is, Ryan?
It's time for the Speed Cam.
Alright folks, well, that was a speed cam for you. And brought it back in. Caution cam. Wow. Let's see if I can't guess who was involved in that one. Let's see. Still here, Ryan?
I am back.
Yeah, well, we're under caution. Don't know where it came from because I had stepped away myself on that one. Oh, wait a minute, there's a car. That looks like
Delonte Ballard, 21.
oh, I hate to see that. Yeah, he's all tore up, ain't he?
That's where I saw it start.
That's where you saw it start. Well, we got another car that's all tore up. It's heading into pits, so. Oh, we'll get you another speed cam. We'll get another one going. That's what happens, man. Everything happens so quick here at the plate tracks. Gotta love it. Oh, that was a huge one too. Woo!
Yeah, it was. It was a big checkup for some reason. Matt Hoover and the 21 just got together, and a lot of cars tore up. Justin Gable, the 54 of Nick Northrup, the 59 of James Thorndike, and it looks like the 55 of James Haney also involved as well.
We're watching the replay here. Said 55, right? Oh, what happened in front of them? Said 55, right?
The 21 is where it all started. He was the first
I
one
know
to
about
spin.
that, yeah, but he didn't.
Oh, the 55 was involved, yes.
Yeah. Want to get kind of in the middle of it. Alright. Oh, yeah, big one right there. Yeah, 54, 19, 31, 59. Oh, man, just a multitude of machines involved. Hate to see that. Well, let's see. Where's he at? Do you see the 33?
The number 33 is Tom Whitmore.
Yeah, I'm looking for him on the thing here.
He is in 9th.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Light's still on the pace car. Let's see if they make sure they don't go off this time by. Yeah, we'll get an interview with him. Yeah. Gonna pull him up.
Okay. He's in the staging room.
All right. Tom Whitmore's Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Joe, I sure do.
All right, Tom, tell you what, looking pretty good. That number 33 Dre Broadcast Network machine out there. Man, right now currently in ninth. And how's the track feel? How's the car feel? You've been up front all night long. Think you got enough to pull it off at lap 100?
Yeah, like you said, this DRE Dre Broadcasting Toyota has just kind of been hovering around, trying to stay up front out of the mess. And I think we've narrowly missed just about every one of them by dumb luck now that I jinxed myself.
Well, it's like me and Ryan was talking about up here. Sometimes it ain't all about the fastest car or the best car. Sometimes a lot of luck plays into the factor to miss the big ones and be at the right place at the right time. So, how's your car feeling, though?
Car feels great. First time debuting this Toyota here. First time, running one of these Cup cars for a full season. So pretty excited with that. But right now, just shutting off the motor here on the apron, trying to save a little bit of fuel, see if we can make it to the end.
Absolutely. Well, good pit strategy there. And you're right. This is your debut here in the Cup Series here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. They picked a heck of a field to come up through here and try. A lot of heavy hitters here in the Cup Series. And we put this one as the best of the best here. But if I'm not mistaken, though, you are the current defending champ in the Truck Series at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Am I right?
Yeah, you are. And, you mentioned this DRE, this Dre Broadcasting Network sponsorship we have going on. Definitely wouldn't have been able to be in the Truck Series and compete for that championship without their help. And now I'm fortunate enough to race under your guys' guidance tonight. So definitely looking forward to watching the race later this week and seeing how everything turns out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got old Dre out there in the chat. He's chatting up a cool breeze as always. I call him Dre, but it's actually Dave. We know who he is. He's out there looking good. But anyway, Tom, man, good luck in that number 33 Dre Broadcast Network machine. Looks good, by the way. Like that paint job. As always, man, good luck. Hope to see you at lap 100 at the end.
Hey, thanks, man. I hope you see me first at lap 100. That'll make my day. But thanks, guys. Thanks for all you do.
Absolutely. All right, Ryan, once we get set here to go back green flag racing again, hopefully we don't have any big ones because we're losing cars.
Yeah, well, we are here on lap 74, and I did put in the chat, it's the last chance, folks, to make a pick here.
Where'd Tom come from? Which team?
Oh, Tom Whitmore.
Also got to thank my guys over there at Law Dog Motorsports for helping out too. So
is that what team you was in?
Yep, John Houston, those guys doing a great job keeping me happy.
Awesome. Yeah, we're trying to find where to put you back at, man. All right, cool, Tom. Good luck.
I just put it back down there. Sorry about that, Tom, if you catch the end of this on the stream. I was looking for it, and I overshot it.
Yeah, I was sitting there, man. Okay.
I was like, where'd it go?
Yeah. Well, I had
there was
hold
7
of it.
people in it 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go, Ryan. The pace car's about to take that hard left turn off on pit road here. Jimmy Mullis. Well, I'll tell you what, that cat, boy, he is trying to make a name for himself. He came here at Extreme Cup Series. He slammed the door and ran right through the thing because tonight looking very good. Tyler Laughlin on the outside, though. Don't count out Ethan Kurtz. Well, I'll tell you what, he has taken up a lot, man, from Jake Nichols Racing there. I'm going to call it Jake Nichols Racing. I know they renamed it to something new. Gravity Racing. I forgot.
Zero
already.
gravity racing.
There you go. Thank you.
I had to look on the back of his car, so,
okay.
I was cheating.
Yeah, well, man, glad you were, because I couldn't remember. Well, another guy, Mike Franklin. Boy, he's trying to bring Alliance Motorsports to the front, because if I ain't mistaken, that's who he rides for.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think you're right. Mike Franklin currently running in 4th. Ethan Kurtz got hung out to dry. He was 3rd the last time by. He's going to be well further back than that now, as Tyler Laughlin and Jimmy Mullis continue to lead. And Mike Franklin, obviously, as you said, now running 3rd with John Houston just behind him as well.
Well, tell you what, folks, we're at lap 76 now, and I know y'all on about like a half a lap or so delay from what we are, so y'all probably seeing just coming to the line or whatnot. But voting's off, man, for the top 20 there, or for whoever finishes in the 20th spot. As of right now, Ryan Keese was the man in 20th. So, with that said, let's what's some of the... Oh, by the way, IU Dave picks the 00 for P20. He said it on Twitch, so go add him to it. That'd be Nick Hunt. I just saw that on.
Yep, way ahead of you. I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's it. So what you got? We'll let who know who's in 20th spot. Obviously, right now, Bobby Cheney's the man in 20th spot. So right now, though, Jimmy Mullistow out front, and that man is looking bad, fast. And he has been all night long, Ryan. So we're going to get a good shot here. Call this we're under caution. What'd you see out there?
We had a big crash at the back involving the 2 and the 55.
2?
Yep, the 2 of Ethan Kurtz.
Oh. Oh, we were just talking about him. Excuse me, folks. I had a sneeze for a minute. I'm allergic to Ryan.
I give him the sniffles. What can I say?
It's terrible. Well, Ethan Kurtz was going backwards on that high side. Let's see what happened here. He's got that number 2. Oh, well, like Bobby Cheney and him might have got involved. And Ethan Kurtz was just basically wrong place, wrong time type of deal right there. Ooh, hard lick, too.
Yeah, that is for sure a big hit on the 55 when he turned into the outside wall there. Definitely unfortunate. And Ethan Kurtz just in the wrong place on the wrong time when that 55 got sideways.
Absolutely. Well, folks, I definitely want to appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. I tell you what, it's been a star-studded field and a heck of a race here at Daytona. I hope all the sound sounds good for you. How's the stream look to you? How's Ryan sound? If he don't sound good, well, we can get somebody else up here. No. Ryan's good.
You know what? I always sound good. I'm that good with you, Joe. I always sound 100%.
Well, that note, folks, it's been a good night, but we got to go. You ever watch well, you probably wouldn't know, back in the 80s, because you weren't born then, so we know you're like a young guy, but there might be some people in the chat that know this. You might have watched professional wrestling back in the day. Used to when they had the 3-channel broadcast, which again Ryan wouldn't know nothing about, because when the president was on, it was a done deal. Well, back in them days, when you had the Saturday morning wrestling, those guys were on the time frame. They'd be in an awesome match, main event match, going at it. Might be Ric Flair or somebody. Boy, it'd be an awesome match, and them guys be like there at the end. They'd be like, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's an awesome match. We'll see you next week. We got to go. Right in the middle of the match, they'd cut the mug, and then you'd have to tune in next week, all week long, to get the highlights of what happened that you missed. Used to love it. So, see what you missed when you were about being young, Ryan?
Yeah, sounds like I missed the end of good wrestling matches when, in today's era, I can go back and watch them for $9.99 on the WWE Network.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Right. No, not, but throw it out there to you.
That would be definitely interesting. We're here at the OSR Network, sponsored by the WWE.
See, you can't even say it right. Now, come on now. What's wrong with you?
Aw.
Man. Well,
Dave out there telling you he can fill in for me.
Yeah, I saw that. What is Viva La Die? What's that?
What?
I don't know. John Marie said I'm watching it on Firefox. Apart from Viva La Die, stream looks good and sounds great. And I have no clue what. I don't know. What's that?
I have never heard that ever.
I ain't either. Well, anyways, that's a new one to me.
We're in trouble when the chat starts coming up with things that even I don't know about.
Dude, you ain't lying. Ryan knows a lot about some weird stuff. I ain't even gonna get into it.
There's Street Smart, and then there's Urban Dictionary Smart. I'm the latter of the two.
And then there's Google. And that's what I know. So there. Awesome. Let Dre out there putting all the links up for us. You're right. StreamMotorsports99.com. Season openers here, and folks, I want to appreciate it because, man, and again, I want to appreciate Ryan being up here with me. We're going to be up here for, well, normally it was 15 races. Now it's 30. So now we're going to be here for 28 more. And Ryan, it's a doozy. As we're here on the Wednesday night, Thursday night, and folks, check out Dre Broadcasting because he does the K&N and the Truck Series on Monday and Tuesday for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. So check those guys out there. I call him Dre. It's actually Dave Ivory. Everly. I think that's the way you say it, Everly. And check those guys out. I can't talk. Check those guys out over there on Dre Broadcast Network on YouTube. Check them out. Hit a like, sub. To bring all the action to you for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And just like us here at OSR Network, he has other leagues out there that are awesome and great too. And we're not done for this week. You know about it, and I know about it, Ryan. Tomorrow night, more All-Star. Hardline Racing, then right after that, TRRL. We're going to be in Martinsville in the old-style trucks. Late night in it there, boy. It's going to be kind of like a moonlight deal. And then Saturday night, Racing Freak, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. As I always like to say, from Pocono, Pennsylvania, if you want to experience what it's like to get in one of these things for real, go to it. But I'm going to tell you, unless they come up with a convertible stock car, I'm never getting in one of them because there ain't no way in the world I'm fitting through that window. So, check those guys out on Saturday night. Awesome.
That is for sure. And saw a request out there by
and Shulu.
John Marine.
Can't forget Shulu.
Shulu.
Yeah, that is the copy that, because he's there on Monday and Tuesday, and that's what you're gonna see it. And that guy, man's out there. He loves every minute. I tell you what, man, I get a kick out of him. I call him Shula. He's actually Sean
Zulu.
There you go. I was actually about to say Sean Shula, but I call him Shula. Put the two together. But anyway, it's just kind of one of them running funny things. But cool cat, man. Check him out, man. He's got a unique way, man, of calling things. He loves his copy that 10-4. It's awesome, man. And yeah, awesome. What was you saying, Ryan?
Well, I had seen that John Marine wanted us to try to get a word with John Wimbish, but they are one to go now coming out of turn 2, so I don't know that we have ample time to pull John up here.
Yeah, we got to wait till the next one. I got a feeling it's probably going to be another one because we're lap 8. We're going to be lap 82 of 100. Ryan, I know that's 18 laps here to go, and it's about another 10 laps. It's going to be for all the marbles. Friendships, teammates, that's out the door here, folks.
Yeah, that's for sure. If you're, put it this way, if you are in John T. Wimbish's position right now on about 12th, it's just about go time here with what's going to be right around 15 or right around 18 to go here when they come to the green flag.
Absolutely. Well, like I say again, when we get done on here and just start this green flag, appreciate everybody coming out here under the lights. Daytona International Speedway. Loving every minute of it. And we almost lost David Haney there for a second. So we'll go to somebody else because he flashed just a little bit. That pace car is coming out of turn number 4. Going to slowly come down here pace to what's going to make that left-hand turn. Shoot off on down to pit road. Send these machines. Look at that. Mike Franklin, John Houston out front. David Shutt right there. Tom Whitmore in 4th. Hang on to your hats, folks. It's about the business of pickup up front here very quickly as Mike Franklin takes out to the front. David Shutt pulls in front of John Houston. They're nose to tail very quickly. The front 4 machines right now. Mike Franklin, David Shutt, John Houston, Tom Whitmore, Daniel Haney. That rounds your top 5 right there. Awesome freight train in the front, Ryan.
Yeah, and behind them we have the 133 machine of Ranford Brown, who has worked his way up to right around the top 10. He is being followed by John Wimbish, was being followed by John Wimbish, who is now going to drop to the bottom and fall in front of Richie Evans, and behind Superman, who is working his way to the front, Jake Nichols.
Yep, he's right there in 8th. Told you, don't count him out. He's trying to highline here as he's on the outside there, man, of Keith Haney, looking like he might be able to fire on all 8 cylinders. He's got John T. Wimbish, and I tell you what, John, that's a man you want to latch on the back deck lid of and pull to the front. You picked a darn good dancing partner to try to come to the front because that is one heck of a driver. Superman's what we call him, 73. Hadn't talked about him all night long, but boy, he is trying to come to the front and say, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Just because I was back in the back all night don't mean, man, I was just back here sitting down. I'm coming to the front one way or another, and right now he's showing us he can get it done.
Yeah, Jake is really trying to make that top line work, but still not enough help up there. I don't think just yet. Just the 2 cars alone are not enough to take on the massive freight train that's rolling its way down on the bottom of the track. But one guy we've neglected to talk about who did pit under that last caution is the guy who's led the majority of this race. Jimmy Mullis finds himself all the way back now in unfamiliar territory, back in about the 15th position. in that number 40 machine.
Yeah, it does right there. Jimmy Mullis in 15th, but he can bring it back. 15th's not a problem right here. Boy, look at that bump draft old John T gives Jake Nichols down the back stretch, actually front stretch heading into turn 1. Oh, excuse me, it wasn't a bad stretch, my bad. That's going down there. Nick Hunt right there behind him. He's trying to form up. He's on the inside. James Thorndike and Richie Evans, though, look at them in the top 10. Don't count them out. Don't count out anybody here. It's awesome. Now Jake Nichols has got help. They all see the Superman up high. They all want to come join in on the party because they know that cat can come to the front. He's about to say, hey, y'all the new guys? Y'all might have come in here and kicked the door, but you tried to kick the door into my house. And ExtremeMotorsports99.com is Jake Nichols' home. And SRA came last season, Ryan, and just burnt the house down and took stuff away from Jake. And he is trying to say, look, that's not happening again this season.
Yeah, and as we can see, the 87 of Keith Haney is going to leave the 81 of Daniel Haney on the bottom to join Jake Nichols up top in that group as the top line continues to gain drivers. Now last year's Daytona winner Tyler Ducharme is going to move up to the top as well to try to work his way around the 33 of Tom Whitmore.
Absolutely, Tyler Ducharme, we definitely knows how to drive a machine. Tom Whitmore up front there. So, boy, we got a heck of slew of drivers here. Is that high line still working? Look at the 87 trying to thread the needle there. The 25 up high. Well, Jake Nichols is going to be like, look, you know, you're an SRA guy, but hey, we'll go to the end here. We're going to be at lap 87 to 100, riding along with Richie Evans. He's sitting in the 11th spot. He's on the inside lane. Look at that outside freight train coming, and they're coming in a hurry, bringing Jake Nichols, John T. Wimmis along with them, to name a few. Yeah, Tyler Ducharme, they are pulling it to the front, Ryan, and to the front in a hurry.
Oh, and they're wrecking up at the front. And John Wimbish involved big time. As was, I think Jake may have gotten through, but that took out a lot of cars from the front pack.
Yeah, it did, boy, and I think that started with the 25 of them up front. Well, he was actually riding through the windshield there, Jake Nichols, as that one kind of transpired, so to speak. But you're right, man. I hate to see old John T. Wimbish. And you know what? It's plate racing.
Yeah, that is for sure. That all
they were
started
three
when
wide, Ryan.
Yeah,
oh,
they
Tom
were.
Whitmore, John Houston went flying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the 51 involved. Boy, a lot of cars.
Alan Elwood involved. The 21 involved at the end of it as well. And you're right, the 51 up front a lot of this race. He is heavily damaged. And John Wimbish earlier, I do believe, used his fast repair. That 39 machine, I'm going to say, is probably done for the night.
Yeah, just hate to say, and again, I know these guys are probably like, daggone it, man. That, you know, it's plate racing. You gotta love it. Let's go on back a little bit. Let's ride with John Houston on this because, folks, he went for a ride. I want a cockpit view here. Watch this car, Ryan, if you're watching a stream or anything. Watch this car take off and take flight here. As he almost went into the upper grandstand with this thing, unfortunately. But it happened up front. They were three wide. And, folks, I'm going to tell you, that's just plate-style racing. These guys are going to start to get racy. They can't sit back here, man, all day long and just ride the line. They got to go. They got to do something. Oh, yeah, he got turned, and look at that thing. Boy, I tell you what, if you get motion sickness, don't watch that.
Yeah, that's for sure. That was a big hit there into the outside wall and up into the catch fence there.
Wow. Well, we hate to see a lot of tore-up machines out there on that one. Let's see who did get through it, though. Mike Franklin, David Schutt still up front, Keith Haney, and gotta say it, Jake Nichols right there in fourth, Daniel Haney fifth, Richie Evans, James Thorndike seventh, Jimmy Mullins. He was able to get through it right there. I believe he's sitting in eighth. And let's see who else. Ethan Kurtz right there in ninth. Nick Hunt 10th. David Elliott 11th. Bobby Cheney sitting in 13th. And Adam Young 12th. So just name a few of the drivers there that were able to get through it. What's going on, Gerald Green? How you doing out there in the chat, man? I want to welcome everyone out here. And wow.
Oh boy, my friends are showing up to watch the broadcast in abundance now.
Oh, that's good.
You said
like
Gerald
that,
Green?
Gerald Green, yes.
That would be Jay, and you may
Huh?
remember Jay from a video that you were with me on that I did a live stream for.
Well,
my
hello,
friend.
Jay. How are you? I'll just call you. John White's calling you Jay because your name's Gerald. I
That's
mean,
his
if you were-
nickname is Jay.
If you were
He's
GM,
always called himself Jay.
why don't you call yourself like G?
I don't know.
I'm saying.
Jay has never riddled that to us why it is that his initials of GG became JJ and eventually J.
Maybe he wants to be Jimmy John.
Well, speaking of Jimmy Johns, we do have the Jimmy Johns teammate number 3, Richie Evans, last night's second place finisher, finds himself in 6th right now, Joe.
He does. Well, you talk about that too. Mike Franklin, a man up front. He's another Alliance Motorsports there. And yeah, obviously SRA camp, David Schutt's been able to hold up front. Keith Haney there. Don't count out that man in 4th spot. Boy, he's the Superman for a reason. That's what we call him. Awesome. Sitting there in 4th spot. And, you know, in the backside, David Schutt's got to look in the rearview mirror and say, you got to be kidding me. I got to deal with this. But we call him the Nightmare, David Schutt. And Jake Nichols has probably got to be thinking, I don't know. Now, as we noticed, though, and I don't know if you notice it, Ryan, Jake's front end is a little banged up. So that's going to hurt that aero of that car probably a little. I think he got a little piece of that wreck.
The front of the 73?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any damage on him, unfortunately. Well,
on the string.
yeah, a little bit of the left front. Yep,
Oh.
I'm sorry. From
You
the
were the
rear
program.
chase
Come
view,
on,
it
man.
didn't show it up.
Come
It
on,
didn't
man.
show from the
God.
rear chase view. I couldn't
I
tell.
tell you what, see what I got to work with.
Hey,
I tell you.
hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, right now, hey, Ryan, has anybody picked John Houston for the 20th spot?
No one I don't know that anyone picked John Houston. I don't think so.
Look, there's Jonathan Shipman. He's out in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Mr. Kryptonite himself. He was missing somebody out here. So
He said he would be back next season.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Must be working. All right. No problem out there. We understand that totally. Let's see. Anybody picked Tom Whitmore?
No.
Alan J. Edwood.
No.
Blake Reynolds.
Nope.
Tyler Descharme.
Nope.
All right, then.
You haven't
Well-
named one yet.
Well,
Put it this way, it's one of those situations I think where we're going to have to pick whoever was closest.
Well, that's what
Or
I'm
it's at
looking
least
at.
getting that
We're going to
way.
have to go up because when you go to 23rd down, they're 2 laps down, so we're going to have to go up instead of down like we normally would.
Pretty
So,
much.
Brian Johnson.
No.
Tyler Laughlin.
Yes.
Oh, somebody did? Okay, well,
2
he's the nearest
people.
one. Okay, he's the nearest one. What do we do in a tiebreaker?
I don't know.
Hey, Rick, we need help out in the chat. What do we do in a tiebreaker situation?
I guess whoever called it first.
Yeah, well, how are we going to find that out?
I have it in order of who said things in what order.
Oh, so it was
I
a
wrote
race-
names down from
it
the
was
top
a
to
race
the bottom
to
of the page.
whoever said it first. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Ask Rick.
Yeah,
right now
Rick-
I have
Rick will- Rick will give us those
Magnificent
out there.
picked Laughlin.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the nearest one right now because we're definitely going to have to go up as we're going to sit here to go back green flag racing folks here. Mike Franklin, though, he is definitely the man out front. David Schutt right there on the outside. Keith Haney behind him. Jake Nichols right there. Well, I tell you what, man, you want to talk about 2-man powerhouse teams? Look at the outside lane, Ryan, who is out there, the 41 and 73. Let's see if he drops down, the 41 does, or if he stays up there. But right now, that inside lane looking very, very good as he is powering back. Mike Franklin, he's got help with Keith Haney. He's going, hey, you 2 guys, man, might be all-starred, but, man, we're the new guys here, and we're going to show you we came here to ExtremeMotorsports99.com to win.
That is for sure. And Keith Haney in the 87, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to assume it's his brother or some relation behind him in the 81 of Daniel Haney. Not a bad person to have behind you if they are in fact related. A family member running in 3rd spot now, guarding for the 87 essentially.
Well, unfortunately, it's what I feared, Jake Nichols. I don't think he could keep up with the draft. That car is fading and fading in a hurry. as he wasn't able to stay on the back deck clear to David Shutt. David Shutt now got lonely on the outside and had to come back in line as there's a freight train up front, but that's not going to stay for long. Somebody here is going to have to pull out and try to go to the front. Lap 92 of 100, folks. It is about to pick up front here, Mike Franklin. And if you missed it last night, check it out, because on the last lap we had a green-white checkered. Tell you what, Matthew Wazenbach did an awesome move on the outside. They went 2 or 3 wide there. Right now, single file. This time by lap 93 of 100. They storm across the start-finish line here. Ryan, it's about to get hectic up front.
Yeah, it is. It's just about 7 laps to go, and Jimmy Mullis in the 40 finds himself back in 5th, and we do have a caution out.
What you see out there?
The 28 is pulling out of the grass.
28.
Something happened at the start-finish line with the 28 and the 99.
Oh, that's Bobby Cheney. Don't want to hear that. You said 28 and 99?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
28 and 99.
At the start-finish line on lap, what was for them, 93, to start 93.
All right, that's Ryan Keese. All right, let's go back on the replay here and see what we got. Yeah, you're right, John, out there in chat. Somebody probably will take the middle lane. As we're watching right here in the back, there's about 5 cars right here. Bobby Cheney in the 28. And don't know what happened. I don't know, net code or what. But yeah, 28 Chick-fil-A machine. He was out searching for some chickens and, well, broke a lot of eggs doing it.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I'm noticing on the back end of the 28 that there is no rear bumper cover. So it may have been a situation where, with all the cosmetic damage on the back of that 28 machine, it just wasn't able to handle a bump. And when the 99 tried to push him along, it just spun that 28 right around.
Well, you're right. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately it did. Shootout time, Ryan. It's about time we go back to green flag. We're only going to have about probably 3 or 4 laps to go here. Ooh, caution comes out after that. We know what happens then. It's over with. So, I always say 2 things to look for, folks. Lap 100, obviously that ends it. But look for lap 96, because if caution comes out at 96, it's over with at that point. So, Ryan, I also want you to do this. Man, we're going to do something different. Didn't do it last night because I forgot all about it, honestly. Not only do we going to interview our top 3 drivers, but we want to pick another driver that normally just, well, we wouldn't interview a lot. Or, you know, I don't want to say that. That sounds bad. I mean, but, you know, other than the top 3. But I'm going to let you pick that driver. So pick a driver that's currently still running. Obviously, you can't be one that's out. That's still running. That you want to be a OSR Network honorary whatever for that race interview.
So someone in the top 3 that no matter what happens...
No. Anybody in the field.
Anybody in the field that's still
obviously,
running, and no matter what happens, we're going to
obviously,
talk to.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they're wrecked out or whatever,
Yes.
I mean, no. But obviously, we're doing our top 3 like is normal. That's normal. But we want another person that we're going to pick. I'm going to let you pick it. And you pick a person. And, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say David Elliott.
Okay. All right. Well, right now, David Elliott currently is 9th. And obviously, unless he possibility he could finish in the top 3. Unless he does, then we'll pick somebody else, or pick somebody else. But right now, that's what we're going to do. And I'll let you interview, we'll interview old David Elliott. Bring him up here. And what we're trying to do here, folks, is just trying to get exposure for all these guys. We've done a lot of interviews tonight. On a restricted plate race, we're going to be able to. Now, some of these short track races, under caution, we might not, by the time we play the replay and all, it's going to be very hard to get a lot of the interviews in. We'll try our best to do that, but at least this way, by doing an extra person at the end of the race, yeah, honorable mention interview right there. Yeah, just somebody, hey, bring them up. Feel like, man, that, just showcase them and get a talk with them. You know, basically, you know, I hate using the word might not ever get an interview, but yeah, because, you know, I feel like on here, I try to get everybody. I don't care who you are. You can be the first or the dead last. I'm going to try to get you on the air because that's what you come out here for. And plus, I think all of these guys, sure, we see a lot of the same guys out here that are bad fast drivers week in and week out, but I think anybody out here can win on any given day. I mean, hey, Matthew Weisenbach won a cup race last season. Come on.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think for tonight, honestly, David's fit the bill. We haven't really talked a lot about that number 20 machine. Finds himself in the 9th spot right now after starting in the 30th position. David Elliott, we're picking him as an honorable mention interview. He could still very well get himself a really good finish out of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, don't count him out. I mean, he's sitting right there in 9th spot. So he definitely could. And right now, the Haney brothers, I guess they're brothers. Are they brothers?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But then again,
Okay,
I'm thinking about it.
Anybody in the chat know if the Haneys, Keith and Daniel Haney, are brothers?
And James.
And James. Well, right now we only got the 2 up there, but either way, are they? Matthew, I knew he was going to say something. He said, "Hey Joe, come on." Anybody out there know that maybe the Haney, are they brothers, cousins? Dad, son? I don't know. I mean, they got the same last name, or they might not even be related. Don't know.
I'm not sure. Just the odds of having 3 people with the last name Haney in one league, that would be a heck of a coincidence.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that one. But right now, Mike Franklin looking very good. Don't count out that number 40 machine, though, Ryan. Jimmy Mullis, he's been up there all night long. He's a newcomer here, along with Mike Franklin. I've seen Keith Haney and Daniel Haney before, I believe. I think they're new to the Cup Series. So we got a lot of new guys. James Thorndike. Wow. Talk about up front. That's all.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here. And I think really 2 guys you need to watch out for. You mentioned it just now. Jimmy Mullis and Jake Nichols is going to restart right behind him in his 73 machine. They're not out of this yet.
They're not. The only thing I saw about Jake is that damage when he tried to run with David Shutt earlier kind of hindered him. Hopefully it won't. You know, I say that because, boy, he lost the draft really quick. Now, Matthew did say all the Haneys are from Georgia Club, so I'm guessing they're related. I'm not sure. Maybe Rick Donington knows, if he's still listening.
No idea.
I don't know. Something we can check into, though. Well,
yes.
Every time you queue up, I always hear myself talk. Do you got background sound?
I'm in an open room.
But I mean, do you got speakers? They're not coming through your headphones?
No, they are coming through my headphones.
How in the world am I able to hear myself talk?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, pace car's in. Here we go. This is for all the marbles, folks. The caution comes out this time. Like I said, it is over with, and right now these guys know it, so it is go time. Friends are out the back door. Teammates, done deal. Right now, outside lane, 2-2, man, all the way back. Here we go. Keith Haney firing on all ladies on the outside. Mike Franklin, who is on the inside. Check it out, though. David Haney right there. Jimmy Mullis. James Thorndike, Jake Nichols, David Shutt, David Elliott, Richie Evans, Ethan Kurtz rounds the top 10. That inside lane, though, Ryan, looks like the place to be.
It does, and I want to say the 81 of Daniel Haney looking to keep pushing the 82 of Mike Franklin. Wouldn't be surprised if that 81 maybe tried to hook up with his brother, teammate, whatever the 87 might be, if they are in fact related, try to get those 2 to the front. But right now, you are right. Jimmy Mullis has now cleared the outside lane as well, and Jake Nichols looks to be fighting side by side with the 87 and Keith Haney.
Yeah, they are side by side. We're at lap 98, folks. 2 to go this time by. The next time by, there'll be 1 to go here, and that time they'll get the white flag, and it'll be over with. Mike Franklin, a man out front. Look at the 81. You said it. He did it. He went to the 87. Keith Haney on the outside. They're going to try, but look at the 40 machine. Jimmy Mullis is powering that car to the front. He said, I came here in ExtremeMotorsports99.com. He kicked the door down here. There's 2 by 2, side by side. Superman is up there. The Nightmare David Shuttman's back there in the back. David Elliott, we just talked about him. Look at that, in 4th spot.
This is getting crazy here as we're coming to the white flag. Mike Franklin leads the white flag lap here. Jimmy Mullis in 2nd. Jake Nichols in 3rd. David Elliott in 4th. And both of the Haney brothers possibly there have fallen out of the top 5 as David Shutt is looking to make the move on the inside for 5th.
Absolutely right now. Mike Franklin out front. He's got Jimmy Mullis in that 40. Jake Nichols is going to try to do all he can. No, he went high, went low. They split him 3 wide down the back stretch. Folks, you got to be kidding. Jake Nichols spinning. Holy cow, it's a wreck fest up front. Jimmy Mullis gets to the front there. A huge pack wreck in the back. Coming out of the turn number 4, Jake Nichols did a move that he thought might help him there. Little aggressive, but behind him, David Shutt. It's going to be a battle with him and Keith Haney. Holy cow. Keith Haney, did he pass David Shutt coming across that line? Let's go back on that replay. Ryan, what a race, what a finish.
Yeah, not only did Keith Haney get by the 41 of David Shutt, but it was only 3/1000ths of a second, and James Thorndike passed David Shutt at the line.
Well, let's go back, relive what it was. Jake Nichols tried what he had to do. He pulled down there, going down the back stretch, folks. Went 3 wide, taking it in there to try, along with Jimmy Mullis up front. And the man who was up front there of the number 81, I believe it was, excuse me. But right there, we're watching this little bit of a wreck. We're riding along with the 87 of Keith Haney, as we want to see that last lap pass here at the line. But yeah, Jake Nichols spinning. I'm going to tell you what, that 81, oh, the 87, excuse me. Boy, he got through that thing very, very good. He came on the outside there. He was coming in a hurry. And David Shutt got a little damage. That's what happened. And to the line, folks. Look at this battle. Look at that. Oh, what a storm to the battle. Wow, you got to be kidding me. But the newcomer here tonight, Jimmy Mullis, folks. Wow. That cat pulled it off. Man, burn it down. Folks, what a finish here in ExtremeMotorsports99.com Cup Series. Tonight's winner, he was out front all night long, Ryan. Jimmy Mullis. Wow.
Yeah, great race by the number 40 of Jimmy Mullis, picking up that win. And just an all-star battle there, coming to the line for 3rd. The strong move by the 87 of Keith Haney, and James Thorndike putting himself in just the right spot. Only 3/1000ths of a second separating 3rd and 4th all the way down to the line.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. David Elliott got caught up a little bit. He ended up finishing 12th, but he was up there too. Jake Nichols, man, did what he had to do to try to get up there. He's going to finish back in 16th, but I tell you what, Jimmy Mullis just blew that thing sky high. It don't matter. I'll put another one in it and come here next week. As man, what a win for that man tonight. Led a lot. Started 2nd. Put it in victory lane. Led 49 laps tonight. Definitely a dominating fashion here tonight. So, awesome finish for that Lordco machine of the Toyota win here tonight, though, Ryan. Also, so let's see if we can't bring up the guys up here in the booth or up here in the staging lane and see who we're looking for. We're looking for
Dave Elliott, James Thorndike, Keith Haney, and Jimmy Mullis.
Did James Thorndike pass him?
I got him already.
Yeah, but he came
Jimmy
in 3rd,
Mullis.
didn't he?
James Thorndike was in 3rd, yes.
Okay, so he must have passed him right at the line.
Yeah, it was 3/1000ths of a second between Shutt and Thorndike.
Awesome. Yep, you're right.
Haney.
They might be in the lobby there.
It's Keith Haney, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
I have all 4 of our
I got
drivers.
it. You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I got them.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to let you bring up old David Elliott because, like I said, we're going to honorary do that one there for him. And I'll let you go to it, Ryan.
All right. David Elliott, this is Ryan Daniels in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy? David Elliott, this is Ryan Daniels in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy on us? I think David may have stepped away, Joe. All right. All right.
Yellow line, Joe, getting blocked.
James Thorndike, this is Ryan W. Daniels up in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
James, it was a heck of a final couple laps there. You and David Shutt battling all the way down to the line. 3 1,000ths of a second gets you the third place finish here tonight. How does it feel to have brought that number 59 machine all the way up to third spot here at Daytona?
Wow, it feels really good. Early on, I got involved in a wreck, and I didn't know if I'd be able to make it back up to the front or not, but I just played my time, and my crew had excellent pit stops, and luck prevailed.
Yeah, I mean, you started 24th here tonight, worked your way through the field. That 59 did look very strong there. What do you think you had to maybe do differently to try to win the race there on the final lap? And what was your thought process when all those cars started crashing going into turn 3?
I thought, oh crap, here we go. But you know, I was hoping that the leader, when they all got wrecking and going sideways and stuff, that I'd make it through there and, you know, sneak a win out of this thing. But you know, I'll take a top 3 to start the season out, and I like to thank Extreme Motorsports 99 for putting on the race, and I like to thank my sponsors, the Marines, the U.S. Marines, and the military for all that they do for us.
All right, well, we thank you, James, for coming up here and talking with us. We wish you luck next week when you guys roll into Kansas.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good one. Thanks for coming out and watching it, fans.
All right, Ryan. Well, let's see if David Elliott's back right fast.
All right. David Elliott, this is Ryan Daniels in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy?
Maybe he's shy.
Maybe. Would you like me to keep him in the staging room, or should we...
Yeah, let's keep him in the staging room for a minute. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I feel bad. I feel bad for David.
That's all right. Well, let's bring up our second place man, Keith Haney.
Keith Haney, this is Ryan Daniels in the OSR Network booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Keith, you ran a heck of a race out there tonight. Started 19th in that number 87 machine. Able to work your way to the front late in the race there, working with Daniel Haney. The first question we got to ask, there has to be a relation between you guys.
Yes, sir. Daniel is my cousin, and my dad's James Haney. He also races with us. So I got a few family members in here with us tonight, kind of helping me out.
Yeah, we definitely were trying to figure that out late in the race. We do apologize. We were speculating, so we were making some guesses, but it was definitely cool to see you and your cousin there running up at the front late in this race. What did you think you had to do differently to try to get the win here tonight?
Well, I really wasn't sure. It seemed like the top line started coming in pretty good as the late race went on, and you kind of had a little bit of tire wear and everything. So as we would start going on the longer runs, I would definitely start looking for guys who wanted to attempt the high side. And if I seen somebody who would want to attempt the high side in a late run, I would definitely jump out there with them. And I noticed that I was able to gain a few spots. So I tried to take a little mental note off of that and try to keep that in mind toward the end of the race in case we had a long green flag run, which we really didn't. But I stayed on old tires anyways because we finally broke our pit gap there. So I was like, screw it, man, I'm gonna stay out from here on out. So I definitely had older tires there at the end of the race, but Man, I hate it so bad. Right there at the end, that wreck happened, and it collected some of the top guys, including Daniel Haney, my cousin, and man, I almost collected myself. I hate it for all those guys. I wish we could have finished it out.
Well, we definitely think you had a really good run here, especially for your first race here at Extreme, as far as me and Joe know, at least as far as the Cup Series goes. Anybody else out there you want to thank before we let you get down there and celebrate that second place finish with the team?
You guys for sure. Y'all put on a heck on a show of a show for sure. Joe always does a great job. I love watching his broadcast. Rick and everybody at Extreme for putting on a great league. Daniel out there, I'm sorry, buddy, that you got caught up in that last lap wreck. God, man, I thought we had it. And everybody out there watching that's supporting the number 87, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope to have a good finish next week.
All right, man. Well, thank you for talking with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Kansas Motor Speedway.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ryan.
No problem.
Well, Ryan, I tell you what, as always, awesome. Man, so we're going to we'll try David Elliott one more time. If not, we'll just have to catch him on the next race.
All right, I'll hand him up to you this time. Maybe he'll answer you. David Elliott, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Oh, here, wait. How you doing, man? Well, just want to get an interview in with you. We're kind of going through, man, just do something a little different this season. Kind of give a, showcase of a lot of different drivers here and interview, a chance to get an interview at the end of the race. Unfortunately, you kind of got caught up in that mess. Boy, you was coming to the front, though, man. Almost could have had a top 3, maybe a win out of this thing here tonight. How was the car, and how's everything out there looking?
Everything was good. I don't know about a win, but definitely top 2 or 3. I was going to stick with Jake, and he's fast everywhere, so I was going to try to stick with him, make it through that tight little hole, and get up front, but just didn't work out. But it was a fun race.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, got anybody out there you want to thank for this awesome showing tonight?
Yeah, man. Thanks to Extreme Motorsports, Romatech pedals, and EVGA cards, Michael Main PC. Thank everybody. Just fun stuff this year.
All right, well, David, man, I want to congratulate you on that good finish. Like I say, it's unfortunate you got caught up in that a little bit at the end, but hey, plate track racing. It's always exciting on the last lap. But again, you look good out there doing it, that number 87 machine.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
All right, too. All right, Ryan, well, we got a hold of him finally. If we can't get our tonight's winner. Before we do that, though, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
To do? Anybody pick John Houston?
Well, that's the debate that I was looking at. You said we go up or do we go down in the pick?
Well, we're going to have to go up because 13 laps down is 21st position.
Okay. Well,
so did anybody
going
pick John
up,
Houston?
That means the next closest driver is Nick Hunt, who finished in 19th.
Okay. Who picked him? I know IU Dave did.
IU Dave was the winner by picking Nick Hunt.
All right, well, there you go, folks. Tonight's winner in the prize thing. We'll have to get up with Rick on what that's going to be. Probably a poster, but what I need you to do, IU, if you're still out there, and obviously I have him on Facebook, I'll send him a message. Anyway, you can send me, you can send it through Facebook, obviously. Send me address and whatnot. If you want to send it to Rick Donaldson, you can. Or, email me or whatnot. Or some way, just get a hold of myself or Ryan W. Daniels on Facebook or through the website of OSR Network or somehow out there, IU, because you're the winner tonight. You picked Nick Hunt. He finished in 19th because obviously the person who finished in 20th, nobody picked out there, which was unfortunately John Houston on that end. But Nick Hunt, man, whoever picked him, that was IU Dave out there. So if you're still watching IU, and I know you'll be watching tomorrow night, so I'll get up with you then either way. So I know at some point he's always in the chat, but we'll get up with him. But tonight's winner, tonight's winner, Jimmy Mullis, pulled it off here for the first ever Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series here. Let's pull up tonight's winner here at Daytona International Speedway. Jimmy Mullis, Joe White in the booth, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy, I tell you what, we talked to you earlier on. Man, you had a bad, fast hot rod out there in that Toyota. You started second, put it first, led 49 laps tonight in a dominating fashion. You came through the field there at the end, avoided a big wreck, was able to get out front. But look at this. This might sound awesome to you. Welcome to Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series. You're tonight's winner at Daytona International Speedway for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com season opener.
Well, first off, I appreciate it. I will say this is one really cool way to start the season off. Didn't expect it at all, to be honest with you, because, you know, Daytona is always a wild card. But after qualifying second, I kind of had a feeling, you know, if I could just keep the nose clean, which I was able to do pretty much a pretty good job of the whole night. I knew if I was able to do that, I'd have a shot at the end. And then with the way everything just, you know, fell into place there in those last 10 laps, it just ended up going my way. But leading 49 laps, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Absolutely. Well, we got our little tattletale thing here on the stream. That tells me a lot of stuff of what y'all are doing out there. But man, I tell you what, dominating fashion, bringing a Toyota here. And hey, coming out here with an all-star field like we got here in the Cup Series at Extreme Motorsports 99. Wow, to pull off a victory here, I got to tell you, that's very, very impressive. You did an awesome, extreme job here. Had fun watching you pilot that machine out front all night long. Got anybody out there you want to thank for tonight's win?
Definitely want to thank Tyler Laughlin and Colton Davis for working with me all race long. Also to Ethan Kurtz at the beginning of that last run there. He let me down on one of those restarts, and that's what kind of set the pace for how everything played out. Also, shout out to you guys at OSR for a great broadcast, and shout out to Rick for just putting on an awesome league. It's definitely going to be a fun season.
Well, absolutely. Well, nonetheless, you're locked into the chase. How's that sound? As long as you make the next, I think, 8 races in a row, you're locked into the chase to vie for a championship here in the Cup Series. So how's that make you feel?
It's got me pretty excited, knowing that, you know, I can still race hard and have a good time over these next couple races, but I don't have to, you know, put forth the effort of trying to win every week and, you know, having that kind of chip on my shoulder, always worrying about where I'm going to finish. But I'll definitely have some fun these next couple weeks, and that don't mean I'm not going to battle for wins. I'm definitely going to do all I can to win as many races as possible. But yeah, it should be a fun season the rest of the way through.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, again, congratulations, Jimmy Mullis, folks. Number 40 machine piloted it to the first win tonight of the season at Extreme Motorsports 99.com Daytona International Speedway in the Cup Series. Congratulations there, Jimmy.
Buddy.
All right, Ryan. Well, wow is all I can say. Is let's run down the results order here tonight. Tonight's winner, Jimmy Mullis, man, pulling it off. We got a big field, too, here. Keith Haney right there in second. James Thorndike third. David Shutt the Nightmare in fourth. Blake Reynolds in fifth. Richie Evans, good finish for him, starting in sixth. Along with Ethan Kurtz also there in seventh. Ryan Keys in eighth. Adam Young ninth. And Lachlan McMillan rounds out the top 10.
Ryan Johnson brings his number 8 machine home in 11th. Mike Franklin in 12th. Tyler Laughlin in 13th, David Elliott in 14th, Jake Nichols, Superman, was able to come home 15th, Daniel Haney in 16th, Bobby Chaney in 17th, Tyler Ducharme in 18th, Nick Hunt in 19th, and Alan J. Elwood rounds out the top 20.
And 21st, got old John Houston right there. Tom Whitmore in 22nd. John T. Wimmis caught up a little bit right there, finishing 23rd. Rentford S. Brown, 24th. Delonte Ballard, 25th. Matt Hoover, 26th. Patrick Mullen, 27th. Cameron Hearn, 28th. Nick Northrup, 29th. And Justin Gable, 30th.
Yeah, Colton Davis in that 71 machine came home in 31st. Mr. Popularity, Tyler Siffer, not having the night he wanted to, comes home 32nd. Mr. Extreme, Mike Rominger in 33rd. Aaron Richard in 34th. James Haney in 35th. And Aiden Young is going to round out the field as the final DNF in 36th.
All right, well, Ryan, it's everything we thought it would be here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. The Xfinity Series and the Cup Series at Daytona. But we head off into Kansas next week. But man, we're out here plate racing, and it was awesome. And we had a lot of drama in the last laps. As always, these guys put it to the wind. What's your final thoughts on tonight?
Oh, it was a lot of fun being up here, and it was a good race, I thought. Very close racing all night long. That outside line never really got going like I think a lot of these guys thought it would, but what can you say? Jimmy Mullis dominated the race, led the most laps at 49 laps, and able to bring that number 40 Toyota home with the win here at Daytona. And as you mentioned before, locks himself into the chase already. A lot of good things happening for some of the new guys here at Extreme to start the season.
Yes, it is. And just like I say, most notable, again, congratulations to Jimmy Mullis putting that thing off and the win tonight. And just to recap, Jake Nichols finishing 16th. Bobby Chaney, the defending champ here in the Cup Series, rounded out in the 17th spot right there. It's a plate track, folks. To me, even though the season's begun, I always say it really begins after we get past this plate tracks, because anybody and everybody who win don't want to take anything away from Jimmy, because man, that band rode the wheels off of that thing. The lug nuts just flew out the wheels going down the back stretch, as he's tonight's winner here at Daytona International Speedway. So, with that saying, tomorrow night, doubleheader night, we got All-Star Hardline Racing, and then we got TRRL in the Truck Series at Martinsville. So we go from one extreme to the other tomorrow night. We go from All-Stars at Charlotte Motor Speedway, I believe it is, to a short track, just fender banging style racing. And then we got some more All-Star racing Saturday night with the Racing Freaks, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. So until then, folks, thanks for you coming out. I want to wish everyone a good night, and congratulations again to IU Dave winning the prize tonight. He picked the guy closest to the 20th spot in the finishing order tonight. So if you can, get up with me somehow or Ryan through Facebook. Again, everyone, good night. Thanks for coming out.
Drivers, start your reading. Motor Sim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.